Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, SGI, White Ice at Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, Curling Canada and the 2020 Scotties Tournament of Hearts, CurlSask, SaskTel Max TV, and RealCast Media.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to SaskTel Max's live coverage from the 2020 Viterra Scotties Tournament of Hearts. We are live in Melville at the Horizon Credit Union Center. My name is Sean Joyce. I'm here with Kim Hudson and Susan Lang. We've only been here for a day and a half and already down to the A final. Big game for the two teams that we're going to feature in tonight's matchup. Robin Silvernagle will be playing against Michelle Englot. Not the first rodeo for either of these teams, and the Silvernagle team been strong through their opening two games.
They have been strong for their opening two games, and they will be the first ones to tell you that if you looked at their stats that they didn't have a great season, but you know what? They were out playing on the WCT. That was a whole lot different and a bigger ball game, and they've done nothing but learn and improve all year. And we know they're the defending champions, and once you get a taste of the show, they want to get back there. And not only that, it's in Moose Jaw, it's in Saskatchewan. They would be the hometown team. So I can tell you pretty confidently they're here to play tonight. They want to win this game. Yes,
all of these teams would like to be the hometown team in Moose Jaw.
Absolutely.
Michelle Englot had her first draw off this afternoon. She's played in every draw up until then, and she was telling us after the morning draw of the semifinal that she was quite excited about the opportunity that they had to get onto the ice playing that. And will that benefit them tonight as well, Susan, do you think?
Oh, absolutely. And as you'd mentioned with Michelle, not her first rodeo, but for her team, it is. Michelle is playing with three Scotties rookies, two of them just recently out of juniors. So it's a different platform for these curlers on her team, but they have been solid out there. They have been confident. They're out there with an experienced skip. And talking with them today at the luncheon, they are really working harder and staying relaxed and having fun and enjoying the moment. So I'm looking to see how the rookie team with the experienced skip reacts tonight against our defending champion.
Well, certainly a big game for both of these teams. The winner punches their ticket into the playoffs starting Monday night. The loser will drop to the B event, still have a chance. And speaking of the B event, 3 other games on tap, all in the B event tonight, and we'll keep you up to date on those scores as well. All the action about to get underway. We'll be back with it right after this.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by SaskTel, proud sponsor of the men's tankard. Today's the day.
Freedom is getting lost in the moment and then finding your way. It's the calories that don't count, the late nights, and the memories that last forever. Freedom is diving into life, heart first, hoping to make a splash. It's using your phone however you want, wherever you travel. Freedom is roam and relax US, Mexico, and Caribbean travel rates from SaskTel.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of Canada's top curlers, Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, fans can get really close to the action at a live event. Do you think that's unique to the sport of curling?
Go, Chelsea! Yes.
At least she's okay. Experience the Scotties Tournament of Hearts live. Buy tickets now at curling.ca.
And there is our look at ice level. Beautiful facility here in Melville. Had that comment from a number of the curlers, a number of spectators as well. Did mention off the top there'll be the event action on the other 3 sheets. We'll keep you up to date on those. It's Ashley Howard against the Kristen Streifel team on sheet 1. Sheet 3 has Penny Barker against Amber Holland. And it will be Mandy Selzer against Sherry Anderson on sheet 4. The teams draw to the button to determine last rock in the opening end. And it was Michelle Englot winning that draw to the button, so she will have last rock. The Silvernagle team throwing the reds, and lead Cara Teveno about to get us underway here.
Because it's the A final, but also because I'm thinking we're going to see a great game. There should be some aggressive play, hopefully lots of rocks in play, and it'll be fun.
We need a goal.
Short! Hard day.
Well,
Mine's
Englot,
good.
as
Short.
Sean had mentioned in our lead in there, certainly did appreciate the fact that she's had one extra game with 12 teams in this draw. Only 4 of them were set forward into the 8s. Michelle started back in the 16s as she was the 5th seed. So that meant that she played the first draw where those top 4 teams sat out. All the skips that we have talked to have said it's been a good challenge out here, learning how to match weight and the line and where to put the broom. The ice is very exacting, and Michelle certainly alluded to the fact that it's benefited them getting more and more comfortable out here in this arena ice.
It's good.
10.
Okay.
First stone here was
straight up.
brought into the rings, so the hit was made there, and now hard to tell with this stone. If Karatavano hits it right on the nose, she may actually be in the free guard zone.
Clean. Yep. Yes. Yes. Hard. Hard.
Yeah, they're definitely finishing it. That's good stuff. Whoa.
Makes the hit, rolls into the full 12.
10-5.
9-5-3. Perfect. Same thing. You got it, buddy. Similar. 9-5.
Yep. Hard. Hard to hit.
Hard, Shelby.
Hard
Right
to
up.
hit,
Hard. You gotta go.
Hard to hit.
Gotta
Hard
go.
to hit. Hard to hit.
Sorry, Michelle.
Good sweep, Shelby.
That's good.
Well, that hit and roll out
Let's go, Jess.
lets us see the game plan that Silvernagle had coming into this, calling for top 4.
Now, if she called the first one in, you have to think she was going to call it in now as well.
Weight's pretty good.
Line set.
Yeah.
T-line.
Surrender's pretty good.
Curling now.
Okay.
Curling pretty hard. T-line.
It's still
Okay.
good.
Back 4.
Yeah, we're
Okay, it's curling hard. 14-4.
T-line.
Really curling. I
T-line.
think it's just moving there.
top 4. Yeah,
good, that's
that's good.
Nice
Good.
job.
Well, it's nice to hear that they're talking about some curl. A little bit earlier on, they were sort of talking about a lack of finish in some of these shots, so it should make it even more exciting if we're getting some more curl in there. We'll see, though, how the weight change alters that. As soon as you pick your weight up a little bit, it has tended to straighten out.
In front of the tee.
10 here. 10.
Okay. Weight's good.
Yep. Little solid.
Hard.
Hard. Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Hard. Definitely solid.
Clean. Good. Nice.
Okay, good.
Yeah, 9-4. It's not a bad thing to do. You
Yeah.
make sure they're 10s, I think.
Okay.
They're really finishing.
What are we throwing?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or moving kind of the whole way.
Okay.
Sort of caught from the tone and the voice. I thought it was going to be a lot more of a miss than that, but it still worked out to be a nose hit.
9-5. Whoa, whoa. Yep, Sarah. Yep. Good one.
Teams continuing to exchange hits here.
Make sure 10, she said.
Okay. Right to her.
Nice picture of Shelby Brandt.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
She's 2 years out of juniors. Curled with Lorraine Schneider last year and then had the opportunity to hook up with Michelle. If you want to learn how to really play the game of curling, there are many better mentors out there. So great opportunity for these young curlers to keep improving their curling depth.
Hard. Hard. Weight's good.
You got 10-3. Good stuff.
For those of you who are with us this afternoon, you may have noticed that we had a couple of open ends to start that game as well. 3, I believe it was. They're all starting to blend together already. But the benefit to the teams in doing that is that they got into some more complicated ends later on and still had sufficient time to play the 10th end.
Great weight. Good. Okay.
I like that. Wait, I think that was
Stay close here around center.
You bet.
Clean
Whoa.
it. Stay close. Whoa.
clean, good.
Just a clean.
Clean,
Easy.
good. Just easy, clean. Good. 9-5.
Same thing.
Wait.
Oh, shake them at 10.
So Sarah England, this is her first year out of juniors. She had just finished winning 3 straight
Whoa. Whoa.
Saskatchewan titles and is super excited to be on this team and playing in her first Scotties.
Right over there. Okay.
He's still 9.5.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
10. Try a little roll center.
Sure.
And as you
It'll
said,
finish.
Sue, what a
Yeah,
smart
I'll
move
see that.
to play with Michelle. Great mentor.
Well, and they're one of the few teams out here where everybody lives in the same city, which is a huge advantage when you compare to some of these teams like Robins that are scattered all over. It presents different challenges and logistics for practicing and getting to your events and getting feedbacks.
9-5.
Clean it.
9.5.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Just clean,
Just a
clean.
clean. A little roll. Little roll, just. Okay. Okay.
A little big.
If they can hit that 2 more times, the blank might be able to be made on a nose hit.
Yeah, we're getting close.
And just get your feel, and then you'll know.
That's good. Nice shot. A little bit. 9-7. I got. So it wasn't bad. I thought you.
So Michelle looking to add to the decades where she's won a provincial
missed the
title.
10?
She's
Yeah,
won
just
in
a
the
10.
80s,
Sorry.
in the
I didn't
90s, in the 00s, in the 10s, in the
You're good, bud.
teens.
You got it.
I'm-
Impressive record.
And actually, as I look at our graphic up there saying that Michelle Englot is a 7-time provincial Scotties champion, that's not correct.
Yeah.
She's
Well-
a 7-time Saskatchewan
Easy.
Scotties champion. She also won Manitoba.
Is the Manitoba one added into that 7 or not?
But said provincial.
Well, it could be Saskatchewan and Manitoba, but I'm getting the nod. So that's just
he's just-
Saskatchewan. So you're right. So add one more onto that.
Yeah, she's 8
Yeah.
in total.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
So her 8 in total beats Sherry Anderson's 7.
And the next most in the field?
Roll the other side.
Yeah.
And play another.
Must be
Probably
Stephanie
Stephanie
Lawton.
Lawton.
10.
Yeah. Just her hair less.
How many did she win?
Oh, I like it.
I think she's at 5.
Is she at 5?
Let's go.
I've got the book.
Okay, and then give
we'll
me
phone
one
the
more past
researcher.
that because I'm trying to get the trick question in.
Sue will be back with the answer. What was the trick question?
Laura Strong is 4.
Oh, Laura, right.
Hey, just clean.
So it is 5 for Steph.
Yeah.
But you're right, Laura Strong
Gotta
would
get over there.
have
Go roll it a bit.
probably more than anyone, I bet.
Okay.
I thought it looked like it wanted to
They
take
were a
off.
powerhouse there in Newfoundland when she played with her sister, Heather.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which makes sense.
It looked like it was trying to take 9-5.
Sarah said that was 9-5.
Well, I said it tongue in cheek, but a nose hit would get the blank now.
You got it, buddy. All right.
Michelle Englot with her final stone here in the first end of play.
Yep. Yeah.
for the hit.
More
To
way.
get the blank, just needs to be nose or anything on the outside. I think she's fine.
Good. You held it nice there. Good.
Makes the hit, rolls over a few feet, and does get the blank here in the first end. No score through one. It'll be Michelle Englot with last rock in the second.
Nice throw. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
We all dream about our future. It takes only a moment for those dreams to shatter. My daughter's dreams are over. She lost her life using her phone while driving.
We'll move it.
First end is complete on all 4 sheets now. So we'll quickly update the scores.
On sheet 1, we have Howard playing Streifel, and there was rocks all over the place, but it was a nice hit for 2 by Streifel. So make that score 2-0. Streifel over Howard.
We saw the nose hit blank there in our feature sheet for a 0-0 game. Michelle keeps the hammer going into the second.
On sheet 3, it was a blank end as well. Holland playing Barker. Holland has hammer.
And on sheet 1, Mandy Seltzer playing Sherry Anderson. Sherry was sitting 2 for most of the end, and it held all the way through. They've got a 2-0 lead, and they are starting their second end.
Line's good for 4 feet.
A little shorter than that. Halfway. You might
Hard
have to
then.
finish a bit.
Got a curl then.
Yep. Just halfway.
Halfway.
Hard. Keep going. Right to stop. Go.
Hard.
Quick. Little more.
Hard.
Go. Good. Good sweep.
Good.
So to start things off here in end number 2, first stone was brought into the top of the 8-foot, and then we had an open miss from the Englot team, an opportunity to throw the guard.
And another nice guard by Kara, too. So
Line's really nice. Line's really good. Yeah.
Yep.
Hard line. Hard.
We're late.
Hard. Okay, well.
So for those inquiring minds, Nicole Bender's maiden name was Lang. And I've been asked that question many times. Is that any relation? So, no, it isn't. And as I said to Nicole earlier today, I was asked by Leader Post reporter Murray McCormick if that was my daughter that was playing. And as I said to Nicole, I said, you know, it's not that I just wanted to disown you or anything, but I just wanted to set the record straight.
Something similar to what I threw here.
Why did you wait to bring that up until after she missed twice in a row?
Well.
Top 4.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, line.
Chance here for
Top line.
the Silvernagle team to try to come around
Straight. Hey, room. Line or
and sit a second one on the top of that 8-foot, maybe bite the 4-foot.
Whoa. Oh, we're going to just chip off it. We're heavy.
Are we?
Yeah. We're heavy.
No, we're by.
Go back then, probably.
It is.
Okay.
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 A little
That's
deep.
fine.
14-4 I got.
Now we'll see the cleanup begin.
Straight at it.
All right, you got it, Shelby.
I think the indication from Michelle was to try to run it back onto the shot stone. You could also try to hit that guard thin and maybe get the double peel and get it spinning back.
Hard.
That's right, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Shots like these, you need 2 rocks moving
It's good.
over and above your shooters. So good shot there by Shelby to at least start.
So you don't have to count it for a blind.
Does still leave the 2 center guards.
Let's go.
But so 2 center guards, still a little trouble there for Michelle, but temporarily there's no rocks in front of the tee line.
Yeah, they don't mind that one in the back.
Yeah, bit early. T-line. Bit early. Line only. Hey, you're okay. Room.
That's her.
Shot range. Line's good.
Yeah.
Curl it if you can. Curl it if you can. 12. Curl it. Curl it. Go. Hard. Line's good. Hard.
Go, Carol.
Good.
Good.
Good sweep in there at the end to finish that.
What'd you get?
Nice adjustment on the weight as well, being just that little bit heavy on the first one, gave the brushers weight they could work with there.
And that's what we've seen on this ice. Workable weight and you get the curl. You can make things happen.
This time Shelby being asked to make the double peel.
Whoa. Yep.
Needs to hit this on the outside a little bit. Boy, almost got it spinning back to catch that one at the top of the 8-foot, but cleared all the guards.
Got a girl.
Do you like a tight guard?
I do too, yeah. My full 8.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Real tight.
Okay.
Yeah. Show her a piece of it on that side.
Do you like this turn or not?
You want to go this way?
I think so.
I was just thinking if I'm late, then
Probably
I'm
easier.
guarding that.
That's,
I know kind of know both, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this will good.
It's a little less ice than mine, but I think that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. So
But again,
14?
good forward thinking there by Stephanie that the next best option here, if she's a couple feet light, what will that leave? And that's such an important part of this game.
Sarah, this will be you, if any.
4
Just
feet.
clean it. We need that line's good.
4 feet. Keep it clean.
Line's good.
Little shorter than the logo.
2.5. Yep.
Hard, Kara.
To the logo. To the
Yep.
logo.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Good stuff.
Good.
There was your comment from earlier to the logo.
The second
All
one
these
round like
logos
other
look fantastic, very professional, all need to be done, and we're very thankful for the sponsorships, but it's a great tool as well as to
They've become
where the
landmarks
rock
for the
is.
sweepers.
Yeah. What's the weight? The SaskTel logo.
And a couple ends later in the game when they're getting more confident, they'll even tell you which letter.
Yeah. The K.
Curl.
Good
Just.
try. Good throw.
Nice shot, Steph. Thanks.
Really good weight.
It's the same thing here.
Yeah. Really close.
Oh, more line.
Whoa, line.
Yeah.
More line.
Pretty tight.
Similar weight. Whoa. Needs to curl a lot.
Same spot.
A little tighter. Oh, just let it curl.
We're almost
Almost
a
a
bite.
bite, yeah.
It's trying. It's coming down.
No, we're a bite.
You're tight?
We're a bite.
Sit down.
Yep.
Line it up a little bit.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's all right.
She might be out too.
The intern again. Make that stubble.
Okay, Steph.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you make the double, you might
Might even
almost
stay
get the
for a
triple.
biter.
Yeah, and it's
You got it.
good things can happen in the back there too.
Yeah, it's close to getting all three of them.
Yep.
Hair less. Close. Yep. Hard.
Boy, that one curled on them.
that's good.
They do get the 2 back ones, and the one that they leave at the front spins over to the corner of the 12-foot.
Go behind. Even if you
That tight yellow rock could be useful for them yet as well.
If you go here.
If she makes the double, she might be rolling out. And then we can come suck one around.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think she might be out.
Oh yeah, because we were just a bite.
I'm okay either way.
Even if we just do like
Roll it up.
Yeah.
just show not all of it.
Yeah. Just get a rock, like 2 rocks past that one, I think.
Yeah.
Just so there's no double off that if we're flat. Okay, let's go.
It's like max probably.
Top 4.
Agree. Even if we're edge to edge though.
Yeah. What do you think? This is a little different path here.
Let's go half buried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bite the 4 or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Should move this way. I think just
Yeah.
kind of draw to the button.
I think the speed will be okay here though. There's been lots of hits.
I wonder if I need just a hair more.
I think that's close.
Yeah, I think that's pretty
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
Give us a 15, I think, right?
Okay. 8.
That's a nice asset too when your sweepers are very aware of the rock line
Line's
that's out
close.
there, that if there's any
Yes,
shred of doubt in your
line.
mind and they're confirming that, no, I like what you've got, that goes a long way for that person that sits in the hat to make the shot.
Yes, I agree.
Hard for line! Top
Very, very important.
Still got it, go!
That's what makes it such a great team game.
Roll it up. Roll it in. Roll it in.
Good. That's
Not
fine.
able to get it by that yellow guard, but does spin into the rings.
15-6.
I wondered if I needed more ice there.
Well, I think just speed-wise, it would have.
But it just curled so
Yeah.
hard, Kara. Like it just didn't drag any.
15.
That is hard, I think, hey? Yeah, it'll spin up. What do you think? What do you see the best? You pinch nose this. You'll just have to draw on your next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. Okay. But wait,
Same
are
line
you
as draw to the button.
Yeah.
Same, yeah. We
Back.
just want to be to here.
So like T-line back 4-ish?
yeah.
This way?
Yeah.
So, sounds like opting not to play with those red rocks at all, take advantage of that yellow one. I think there's so much respect on both sides of the show here for each skip's shooting ability that they know they have to amp up their game here to give their opposition the toughest shots out there.
Well, and I think part of it comes down to the fact here that they recognize there's not going to be a chance to blank, so you may as well try to score 2. And the easiest way to get one buried here might be to tap that yellow. As much as that sounds like a more difficult shot, she could rub either one of those red ones on the way by and still end up buried. So
That's true.
she's got a little more leeway than you'd think on this.
And that's the good news. The bad news is, though,
Close,
that
yeah.
Robin will then have a, 2 4-foot run back.
On an angle, though.
Hard, buddy. Hard! Hard! On the next one, on the next one. Whoa, whoa.
Nice shot, though.
Nice.
Great throw.
Nice one.
Either
Okay.
one.
Yeah. Which one do you like better? Do you like that one better? Because
Yeah. I don't think we'll be
you're well, and you
That's
keep
though, it's so
that
nice when you've
there.
got that
You know,
pre-game
like,
practice,
make
you're
it
out there for the 9 minutes and you're basically working to get that hammer, draw the button. So they've already had several rocks down there with that kind of weight. So it's not quite the guessing game that you might want to think it is for those of us that are at our club and you don't get any of that pre-game warm-up.
Yeah, I think so.
got a smidge of
That they're a
air.
lot more confident playing and calling that shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3/4 is close.
So opting for that little angle run back.
9-5? Yeah.
Now, if you don't stick this one,
Let's do it.
and you may lose the shooter, there could still be a blank in play here.
9!
Clean it!
9!
Yes!
Makes the hit
girl.
and does stick that rock in the side
And
of the
stays
8-foot.
with 3.
Keeps the shooter as well, so sitting 3.
Appears to be wide open. But still, you've got to make this shot. It's a big pressure shot early in the game.
Yep, hit and stick.
I thought you might draw.
I did too, actually, because that's kind of Michelle's MO. She's pretty
Well,
deadly with hitting the 4-foot.
I think she's had last rock in the first end of every game so far because she just keeps putting it on the
Putting
pin.
it on the pin, yeah.
You got it, buddy.
So Michelle Englot with her final stone here in the second end, facing 3. Needs the nose hit to pick up her single.
Didn't like the look that I got from Michelle there.
No, got a little bit of room to roll, but not much. She makes the hit, rolls across, and does hang on in time. She will pick up her single point. She'll take the 1-0 lead, but Robin Silvernagle will take last rock into the third.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Awesome.
Not be better. Yeah. Could be even better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
Well, second end complete on all of the games, and once again we'll update the scores.
Well, on sheet 1, it was a nice 2 for Ashley Howard. So an exchange of deuces makes that score 2-2, Howard versus Streifel.
We saw that clutch hit and stick by Michelle Englot there, facing 3 Silvernagle stones. That gives Michelle a 1-0 lead, but Silvernagle will have the hammer going into the third end.
And it was a steal of 1 by Penny Barker over on sheet 2. Amber attempted a slash run in, but didn't quite get it. So score 1-0, Barker over Holland.
Sherry Anderson was sitting buried on the button, but Mandy Seltzer on her last shot did a short angle raise takeout and stuck it and got 1 point. 2-1, Sherry Anderson playing the third end.
Looks there, guys.
Room right now. It's running a bit. Let it work. Halfway.
That shot that Michelle made to get their single point, those ones, they're so innocent in the sense that, you know, it's not that highlight reel, big triple to sit 3 type of shot, but that's the shot that eventually wins you games, that keeps you in a game. You know, they're not happy only getting a single with the hammer, but the options were pretty poor otherwise. So those are the really important shots that need to be made, and because they're made early in the game, sometimes we forget how crucial they really are.
Well, for sure, because they're for momentum, but it's also a 4-point swing. I mean, you're either 1 up or you're 3 down. So exactly that, it's huge. They're game savers.
Yeah. We're there.
And I guess if you want to get into the whole game of scoreboard management, that's the saying nowadays. It's never bad to score in the even end, even if it's only a single.
Great, wait, I don't know what happened to the line.
Speed's pretty decent in this spot. Hey,
Let's go, Jess.
Well, we had a rollout on the third at rock of this end, so now Robin Silvernagle is trying to establish something on the corner. With that last stone coming up short, she's got 2 corner guards to work with. We haven't seen a lot of play to the corner. It's just not because the teams with last rock wouldn't like to get there, but there's been a lot of teams without last putting the pressure on going to the middle.
But what we have seen is there is movement to the corner.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going. There's big finish off the center line.
okay. 14-1.
So just a little deep.
Couple feet more. Really? Yeah.
And that's not a terrible result. You don't mind being a little bit deep coming around a corner guard, because if you've got the other team chasing you, you're now playing the whole end behind the corner. You're happy with that. Of course, you'd hate to be like 2 inches behind the corner, give her a freeze that you can't get back on top of. But where that rock is, you freeze here, she could freeze one more right on top of it. Be shot rock. The middle's wide open.
Yeah, we don't know. Yep, go, next, go. Really nice. Nice one. You ever like hitting and rolling off that yellow one?
So I thought it was
line.
Yeah.
So it works. Okay. T-line! Line's good. Room. Okay. Line's good. Yeah. It's close. No, we gotta go. Wait only! Gotta go! Wait only! Needs to curl! Easy. It's close though. Okay, line. Gotta go. Easy. Straight. Gotta go, Steph. Yep. Straight. Don't curl it. Straight, Kara. Straight. It's too late. Yeah. This comes down to, it's kind of hard to switch. Okay, that's why I just wanted Kara just to keep it straight. Okay. That's just why. That's what you're saying.
Do you like that ice, or do I need a little more for center line?
No, that's similar. Yeah.
Communication, an important part of sweeping, but you almost wonder if there wasn't a little bit too much being said on that shot, because they lost it a little bit at the end.
Yep, they did. As they were switching.
And maybe switched a little early, yeah.
Just a guard.
Tight. Might need to finish it a little.
Not line's fine right now.
Susto. Sus right to here.
Line's fine.
That's good. Just to here. Careful. 15 fouls. Good. Nice. That first one, 7 that they said might be a cutter, so I guess it.
You might be able to do that and clip that.
Yeah.
Talking some rocks out there, thinking there's some different reactions. And we saw a little rock shifting around today in Amber Holland's game as people are starting to get their rock books started here.
Unless you want to play that.
I kind of like this.
You can nose those.
The 2 yellows will both go that way.
And both the guards roll away.
Yeah. Whichever you see better.
I like this.
Okay.
I would suggest they're both good. Neither one of them's easy.
Well, as we talked about curlers' specialties, now this is right up a Stephanie Lawton shot. She loves and has been so proficient in these big weight hitting shots. So please make this after I said that one, Stephanie.
Okay, that's fine. Shield.
Okay.
Trying to sweep for a little extra curl. Catches a little thin and drives it across the face of that redstone. They were hoping to clip it and drive it back onto the yellow.
You got it.
So Sarah can just drop this a couple of feet shorter than what her first one was. That would take that second opportunity away for Stephanie.
2.
Mine's good. Where are you?
2.
2.
Okay, a little bit. Whoa.
Great sweep, you guys.
Good job. Good.
Sorry.
No,
Still
that's
over
fine.
curling. Ugh.
Can we play that red-yellow combo?
You can
or
do
is it
this.
hurting us? Or a draw. Okay. Where is she? She's
Full
full
four?
4? Yeah, full 4.
Or else we peel again, but
I kind of don't mind coming in.
it's not easy.
I don't mind the draw. Yeah.
We like the draw. That's tight. And I guess you could just double peel those.
Yeah, okay. So weight here is 15-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice view of the crowd.
This is a
Englot
big
team supporters.
Yes, yeah, they're out multitudes. Big shot here for Stephanie. The one's kind of an all or nothing.
Whoa for now.
Wall line.
Because if she doesn't get here first, then Michelle's going to have this opportunity.
T-line. Kara's rock. T-line. Whoa. Weight's really close. Okay.
Line's
Top
coming.
Full 4 line's good. Top
Came
4.
by with lots of room.
Whoa. Yep. Good stuff.
Really nice stuff.
Brings it in for a bite at the top of the button. In behind cover.
Really good throw. 14 and a half.
Nice shot.
Or just back. Sorry. Yeah, whatever you see.
Even though it's a sort of a long guard, it's doing its job on this one here, on the one that Stephanie just put in there.
If they smash it. So I think we got to move it a bit.
Okay. I like that. Just back 8.
Yeah.
It's been really interesting listening to the dynamic here between Michelle and Sarah. I mean, families all know each other and everybody's aware of each other, but Sarah's very involved with the input, the shot selection, the reading the ice, suggesting to Michelle on other games that we've covered, you know, how to play this draw and all that type of thing. That Michelle's been very open for receiving the input.
Yeah.
It's said it's been.
It goes both ways. You know, Sarah's not intimidated, not scared to say anything, even though, you know, Michelle has the experience and everything else. And yet, having said all that, Michelle's very receptive. It seems to be a great working combination. Like two equals.
Wait's close.
That's close. Yeah. Yep. Whoa.
Wait's there. Wait's there.
Shelby. Hard.
Sweeping to try to get some extra curl now.
Hard. More.
Got a nice line by the guard. Makes the tap, does get it by her
Nicely
own
done.
at the back of the forefoot, and now sits 2.
Good job.
Nice one. Good sweep.
Nah.
Make that
Do you ever try to
She
just
got
flip?
That's never been done.
She's just sucking another
Great.
one around.
Well,
It's
it's
tough
amazing
though. I don't
shot.
think there's much space
If you
Do that really nice.
Get it sideways.
Then she's just sucking another one around.
She is, yeah.
I think we do this.
Okay. Okay. I like it.
Leave it as a shut up top, even if it's not. It can be open, really,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then hope that we either have a tap or a stick and draw the side of the button. Just like back line hack, kind of what she just did. I like
So looking to repeat, although they won't be shot when all is said and done here, but it will be one lonely yellow. Ooh.
Just that like back line hack that she just threw. I just sit right there.
Yep.
Want to get to nose. Okay.
I think they talked at first about perhaps running it on a bit of an angle, try to catch that one at the back of the forefoot, and she said, but I'll roll away and she'll just loop another one around.
Kara, go.
But that is an option if this is running straight.
Clean it. Forward, Kara. Clean. Jesse. Clean. Yep.
Boy, that finished.
Yeah, they might have gone a little too hard for the curl. I think
So
she might have
yellow
liked to leave
shot.
herself a piece of that rock, but it's pretty much
For
dead
sure,
buried
you're
now.
exactly right, so that they could use it with their next one. I was going to say the good news, bad news. Yellow shot, but red second, third, and fourth.
Biting, just biting's good.
Yeah, we just don't want to be here, right?
Yeah. And yeah, I think we don't want to but you want to make sure you get to the
Oh,
No,
yeah.
And I know we always talk about those lonely rocks. There's a lonely yellow one in
We
there.
need.
But it's pretty dangerous to bring another one in. I don't know if she's got a shot right now to deal with that yellow one. She'd have to straight draw. You'd sure hate to come in and leave her some kind of double.
Yeah, I don't know how you can leave her a double
Bite a
coming
four.
from this way with that other rock in the back, though.
A slash. Well, I mean, you only have to spill it a
Yeah,
few inches
nice
off
here.
that to get
Short,
two.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
kill the back red one. I know what you mean.
Exactly. But what you said, if
But
you
you
don't
might
throw
count
this,
the top two.
Yeah. What does she have?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't even see any angles on any runs that it's going to get her anything. Having said that, Michelle makes these shots a lot.
All the time.
Line's good.
Yeah.
Where? Don't need to. 7. Where? T-line. Close. Coming down now. Close. Yeah.
No, just for weight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, when that started to curl, it went
It
hard.
went hard, yeah.
She's going to rub off that stone and sits in the top of the forefoot. She's sitting too, but I think Robin has to play the slash.
That's all she
That's
has.
a great way, yeah. To get what, like one or maybe two, right?
As long as you don't hit a foot, you're not hurting yourself.
Yeah. Well, right now they're sitting two anyway, right?
Yeah, if you can just touch it.
It'll go.
Up top.
Yeah.
Heel?
Yeah, I like it.
I think it'll run. It might finish just a hair. I think we're probably there.
Okay. So right here.
Yeah, I think that should be close, hey?
I like it.
Well, at the very least, you'll give up a steal of one on a
quarter
half
rock, you
shot
just
here,
touch it, it
but
can go
an
over top.
opportunity for multiples if you can hit it on just that one exact little spot.
Yeah, it's a sharp enough angle. You actually could pick it over the top of that back red and get three. You'd have to be a little bit lucky for that, but we know she could throw the weight to jam it out off that stone.
Sounding close.
Looking for a little extra curl. Makes the hit, does come
And there
across
she
and picks it
goes.
clean over that red. It will be a score of 3 for Robin Silvernagle. She jumps out to a 3-1 lead.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of Canada's top curlers, Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, fans can get really close to the action at a live event. Do you think that's unique to the sport of curling?
Yes.
At least she's okay. Experience the Scotties Tournament of Hearts live. Buy tickets now at curling.ca.
Well, all the games running along at the same pace. We've got all games into the fourth end and third end scores to update for you.
Well, with them all running along at the same pace, that's good news for us because we can all go to the cabaret tonight at the same time. Over on sheet 1, they continue to exchange deuces. There was a lot of rocks in play and some great runbacks and some great shots, but when the smoke cleared, it was 2 points for Streifel, so make that score 4-2 for Howard, or for Streifel over Howard.
Well, we saw Robin Silvernagle take advantage of a Michelle Englot mistake, comes in with a fabulous slash double for a score of 3, turn that end completely around. She now has a 3-1 lead playing the fourth end.
Penny Barker stole another one, and in the third end, make that score 2-0. Penny Barker over Amber Holland.
An early miss and then a half shot, and the next thing you know, Sherry Anderson has an open draw for 3 points, makes no mistakes, put it on the button. 5-1 for Sherry Anderson, playing the fourth over Mandy Seltzer.
First stone here brought into the top of the forefoot. So now the corner guard attempt. And this one needs to slow down in a hurry.
Okay.
And slides in to bite the top of the 12, so able to hit that now.
Yeah, make sure it's 10 out here though.
Quite the turnaround in those last two shots in the
Yeah.
last end. If Michelle Englot gets her stone by that red stone at the top of the 8-foot, she might steal two.
Maybe.
Just rubs off a little bit, leaves Robin Silvernagle to slash double, and she'd have been happy to get two with it and picked it so clean it went over the top of that back red stone. She picks up 3, a huge extra point.
Right over. Good. 10-9 I got.
Okay. It seems like he's throwing them good. Like, I feel like there's enough.
Yeah.
Better.
Mine's fine.
Don't need to.
Well then.
It's close on its own.
So was it Leeds that lobbied for the 5-rock rule so that just in case you missed your first corner guard, you had a chance on the second one?
Do you think that's what it was, or was it a bunch of skips got together and said, we don't want Leeds throwing any hits, they can't do it?
Like them there so she can't hit rolling. It's tight here. Do you want to come this way? I'm good with either. I think I like it better.
Just taking a look to see if Kerry wants to weigh in on that subject. He's
No
not
comment.
saying anything, yeah.
As a career lead, yeah.
Four feet. Just stay down. 4 feet. Just stay down. Coming down. Kate, yeah, line's good. It's coming down. Where are you? 2.5. Whoa, line's okay. Whoa. Good. Good. 16-2. 16-2 hit.
Jesse Hunkin with the lead on, or with the guard on the shot stone.
Deal.
Try and keep a shooter.
Michelle wanting to deal with the guard. I thought she might run this from the other side and try to pick the one off the top of the 12-foot. You never know, you might get them all.
So the
Really nice.
double there clears a little bit of immediate trouble there. It's a nice shot by
It's
Shelby
good to
Brandt.
catch it, but you might.
That doesn't look like you catch it.
Can't even just do that. But she's just going around the corner.
Can we just come around that?
I think so.
I think we need to. Just draw, yeah.
It'd be nice to feel, but
I agree.
get them both.
I agree.
So nice. Shelby got the double, but left 2 corners up there, so that stops Robin from peeling because, as they said, there's still another one to go around. There doesn't appear to be the double. So that's always nice when you can get that little bit more out of a shot.
I think we gotta go.
Well, you know, the 2 yellows are angles that you might be able to get the double from the other side going in between the two of them, but then you're jamming one into the rock and the rings. You can't play that either.
Whoa. She just threw it light. Okay.
So just short.
Just missing a sliver.
And light as well.
That's not even funny.
I had a little fun with Jesse before the game as we were miking them up. I always, you tend to pick on the shortest one because they wrap the cords up on the mic so tight. Well, so it's the shortest one that always needs to do that.
Missing a sliver of this. Just with
Well, here's a bit of an opening for Team Englot. They'll need need to take advantage here.
Might be room even to roll a piece under the guard.
Hack, firm hack. Board. Board. Okay, Nick.
Hard, Nick. Hard for something. Go.
Hard for something.
Go out. Yep.
I'm not sure what
Good.
it is, but something.
Well,
Yeah, that one was kind of in the way.
Yeah.
and that was Sarah saying that, not Michelle. I think Sarah was worried they weren't hitting anything. You actually saw her on the carry through. She was getting ready to sweep that rock behind the tee line. She hit it plenty solid to get it out. And they got enough curl to hang the shooter on the edge of the 12-foot. Stephanie Lawton now will make a play on that stone, and you have to think, no matter where this ends up, Michelle Englot's going to play the draw.
Hard.
Boy, if she ever rolled this behind the tee line, that'd make it a lot easier to decide.
Not much to decide.
It's going to be behind the tee line and all the way to the back 12.
She helped it a hair.
Yeah, I thought so too.
10.5 I got.
Didn't look nice.
Stuck around.
80 on the guard that said top 12.
I thought you had it on okay. Let's go, Sarah. I thought it did.
Bite the 4 is really good.
Yep, you got it, buddy.
Okay, line's good. Switch.
Don't need to.
It's really close.
Line's good. At the end, 14-9.
No, we want to be high. Yep, go Nick.
Yep, if you can.
Good.
Good throw, Sarah.
Nice weight.
Nice weight.
Brings that stone in for shot. Corner of the 4-foot.
Yeah.
Trying to safely that.
It's just about dead behind the guard.
Almost, yeah.
There you go.
No, I didn't think my 10.
Robin looking at trying to run it straight back.
Yeah.
Nine.
Yep.
Whoa.
9. Clean. Whoa.
Come on.
Whoa.
Curl. Just a bit. Oh, we're just gonna miss it.
Ooh, caught in
try.
between.
Yeah, that's
Hate those because that
that's
leaves
not
it
the miss
guarded.
you want.
Yeah.
Okay, good try, Ted. Right to it's good.
4 to 5 feet less almost.
Well, you just got 3 of your own in the third end, and by driving that by and leaving the guard in front, you've brought 3 into the equation for Michelle here.
Yeah, give it right back.
Well, Sarah trying to throw a little bit less
Okay,
here,
line's
leave
good.
it for the sweepers. Short's not going to hurt them as much as if she's
Yeah.
opening on the tee line.
Let it go. 3.
So 3, she's
Hard
not even in
line.
the rings with that weight call.
You can do this. It's going.
Hard.
Hard, you got it.
Okay.
Talked herself
Okay.
into that shot. That was
Yeah.
instead of just getting in the hack and repeating what you just thrown, she worried herself into the poorer outcome, and as a result pulled the string a little bit.
So 9.5.
That could sure be a mind game, can't it?
Let's go. Let's nail it.
So another chance for the run back. This time Robin Silvernagle will be throwing it herself.
And lots of ways to make this run back and be buried with the final result. It's not even like she has to run this one straight back. She's got some leeway to create some trouble.
Solid.
Jesse,
go.
clean.
Jesse. Hey, whoa.
Trying to sweep for some curl, but this one's hanging as well.
Okay.
Does get
Okay.
the shooter out of the way this time,
fine.
so shot rock is open now.
Just dead straight there, and I just aired it out a bit. No chance.
It's no forgiveness in parts of this ice out here. As
But I don't know how we get
Robin
there.
said, she just put it out just a little bit, and that was the end of that.
I think we curl. Yeah. And then line it up so that she doesn't have the double. She has to play the.
She hits
hit
and
roll.
rolls it, and then what do we do?
Or we just go.
That was kind of my first thought, and then at least if she
hits in a row, so we just need to make sure we leave ourselves like something.
I think higher is better than back, because if you're on like just beside this S, half open, the roll's not is still hard and you have it.
Yeah, I like that.
And it's curling, we can get around it too.
They're doing what they call the Christmas tree, but it's kind of far apart for that. Yeah.
Like I think full 12.
Would you ever think about playing the tap on the stone just to the left of center line and try to roll over and cover your own shot rock?
Top 8.
You tap it on the angle, you could actually get it behind the corner.
Sounds good in theory. It's
it's just a very difficult shot. Yeah. The problem is you leave the hit and roll off that stone in the 4-foot, and you might not have much of a shot for your last one.
I kind of like the thought of splitting that one in the rings that's theirs,
15.
but it's how do you get there?
Yeah, well, and do you put them both behind the tee line if you do that?
Yeah. Well, one will be for sure, but
Little tight.
I think we're there.
Where?
6, 7. Yep. T-line.
Okay. Yep.
No, just for weight. It's coming down now.
Right here.
Just trying.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. We got it. We're gonna leave her.
Right, bite of the 4, almost full 4.
Just hopefully it stops. Hopefully it stops. Hopefully it stops. Stop. Okay.
I don't think I'd be hoping it stopped right there.
you could have just gone hard and at least made it a little more difficult, not such a natural, easy one.
Yeah, we need to be if we're there.
Just because then if everything's put up a bit and we don't have to like keep track guard. The 8.5, I don't think it's going to do much.
Yeah, you're throwing the ultra?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
They do have to hit the one. I feel like they have to hit the one right beside the broom first.
Yeah, so they
to
don't
make sure
jam
they
on
don't
the back.
jam the other one.
That's true.
Kind of come into the side of it and push it over the one at the back.
Yeah, those run back.
Do you think a little less? I think just, maybe a hair less. But you can hold it, right?
One, you can hold it, and two, there's no holes, so.
There's no hole. I can't tell whether there's enough room where if you hit them right at the same time, could you carry through?
Good.
Yes,
Well,
you can.
yes, you could, but not through enough to go out the back.
I started looking at different ones.
So Michelle forced to draw against the two, get her single point. Another opportunity slipping away there for them.
Okay. Same weight.
Yeah.
Well, they needed to manage that last stone a little better. You just, there's one spot you couldn't leave it. That's exactly where you put it.
Yeah.
And you've got to sweep that different.
Yeah. And usually when you're praying for it to stop, it doesn't. So you might as well just go hard, and at least you can do something about it.
Same. Hold back a little.
Similar.
Room. Roll. Whoa. No.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Yeah.
No, line's good.
Just for weight. We're fine.
Just here. Just here.
We're fine.
We've seen her make a lot of those over the years.
And we just saw her make one more, puts it in the corner of the 4-foot, picks up her single point. But it will be Robin Silvernagle with a 1-point lead and last rock when we come back.
Yeah.
Freedom is getting lost in the moment and then finding your way. It's the calories that don't count, the late nights, and the memories that last forever. Freedom is diving into life, heart first, hoping to make a splash. It's using your phone however you want, wherever you travel. Freedom is Roam and Relax US, Mexico, and Caribbean travel rates from SaskTel.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of Canada's top curlers, Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, fans can get really close to the action at a live event. Do you think that's unique to the sport of curling?
Go, Chelsea! Yes.
At least she's okay. Experience the Scotties Tournament of Hearts live. Buy tickets now at curling.ca.
Well, still all 4 games playing along at the same pace, so we've got more scores to update for you.
All right. Well, Ashley Howard got a single point in the 4th end, so make that score 4-3 for Streifel. And Streifel will have last rock heading into the 5th.
Michelle Englot drew full forefoot there for her single point. Disappointed not to get the 2 to tie that game up. Robin Silvernagle leading 3-2.
And in our Barker-Holland game, it was another steal of 1 by Penny Barker. Make that score 3-0 for Penny Barker over Amber Holland, playing the 5th.
Mandy Seltzer attempted to go after a buried Sherry Anderson rock. It was behind a very long corner guard. She tried a delicate light takeout. It would have been for 3 points, but she just ticked the guard, gave up another steal, and it is 6-1 for Sherry Anderson. I shouldn't say another steal, it was just a steal.
Well, all 4 games in the 5th end were dangerously close to the ice maker's nightmare, where he's got to do all the 5th end breaks at the same time.
Good. Little more. Go. Good. That's good.
Sweep, Shelby.
First stone here had slipped into the rings. It was hit, but
I didn't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
the back edge of that stone was out of the rings, and Nicole Bender able to make the hit and stay outside of the rings in the free guard zone.
Nice one. Yeah.
Robin Silvernagle can't hit it yet, so asking Kara Teveno to play a draw to the corner.
Look up, guys. Take a look.
Just gonna clean.
T-line. Easy. You look heavy.
The T.
14-8. You look all there.
Okay. We're pretty good.
Just back T.
That's good. Right on the T.
Good, Kara. Good T.
Nice
Good
spot.
judge.
Nice. Good judge in there, Jess.
Seven.
Nick. Okay. Yep.
Wait,
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
You gotta go. Really gotta go, Sarah.
Whoa. Good, Shelby.
Well,
Right there.
help.
Good.
Makes the hit, rolls to the corner of the forefoot.
Here we go. Big
Robin Silvernagle now asking Jessie Hunkin
10.
to roll back to the edge.
Well, and keeping this end open is playing to Robin's favor in the sense I don't think she wants to get behind that tight yellow corner guard quite so early yet. Doesn't really want Michelle to have any draw opportunities for a freeze. So just quite happy to keep it over there. She gets a half shot. She might get around the tight corner, play that split later in the end. So she's actually protecting that rock right now best she can.
Clean. A little more than her last.
Makes the hit. This one's going to roll all the way across the rings and just hang on at the back of the 12.
Good throw.
Yeah, just difference in
This is a stone that if Robin Silvernagle wanted to try to score here, she could ignore this stone. Looks like she'd like to play for the blank here. And we've talked about it a lot. We talk about the scoreboard management teams wanting to keep the hammer in the even end. Let me just throw this out to you. Of course, in the Bonspiels, you don't get a 4th end or a 5th end break, depending on how many ends you're playing, but here you do. And do you think maybe, or wonder maybe if scoring deuce going into the 5th end break might be a big thing mentally?
Well, I don't know, but I can ask that question when I go down there.
Well, you're going to make the other team think about it
No,
for
I
5
know.
extra minutes before they get to
I
throw.
thought that was true of
Yeah, momentum is a big thing going into the break.
Everything's just slower. I didn't know if you guys could hold that back there. Good 10.
Yep. Good shot, Jess. I think that was
Whoa.
good. I didn't hear from her.
Close. Close, clean. No. Nick, 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 Nick.
Makes the hit, rolls again.
Looks like it's still got
Looks
a
to
little
be biting.
bite there. A couple pixels
10.
showing up on the screen.
Yeah.
Great weight. 10.
Yeah.
Like 10.
Stephanie Lawton will look to hit here.
Clean it. Yep. Yes.
Now, absolutely critical for Stephanie to stay in the rings because we know Michelle will come around that guard if you give her a chance.
10.
Actually, it's not bad. You got it. 10 pick. Hair more weight.
9.5. Nick. Whoa, no. Whoa. Shelby. Shelby. Shelby.
Well, it started to sweep for curl, and then that must have made a move.
Good.
Makes the hit, actually rolls a little bit towards that guard. Still mostly exposed.
Like you can play that.
I have 7 8.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I can even throw a board at this. It's fine.
Or do you like, even this?
Yeah, I like a little bit down.
Okay.
11? Yeah.
Let's make it.
Yeah, it'll finish it.
Touch hot.
No.
Whoa.
No. Jesse, rock. Jesse.
Yeah, you gotta go hard, Jess.
Go.
Hard. Really hard. Hard.
Sarah
Hard,
Englot
you got
moving
it.
into position here to sweep this rock out, but not needed.
11-2. She just popped
Not
it.
only rolling her shootout, but not getting enough of that stone to move it out of the rings. In fact, I think she's moved it in behind more cover, at least. It's a little out the other side, but it's probably, I think she said 7/8 open before. It looks like it's only about half open on the other side now.
So Michelle's moving into position here, forcing Silvernagle and maybe even setting up a steal opportunity here.
That's a good one. You got it, buddy.
Mine's good.
So at least on this draw for Michelle, at least there's no horrible place for her to put it like her last couple of ends. That nice just to have a little bit of room here to put in a strong shot.
Back house for
But
sure.
it's heavy. It's
almost to it.
uncharacteristic of Michelle to be missing by that much.
Okay, Michelle.
I think we almost have to go here.
I think
like,
so.
If we go here, well, we could make her play the run, I guess.
Play the run.
Yeah.
Because if we go here, she's just freezing on top of us.
Right, you can't go there.
Yeah, it did take the blank out of play, though, so now Robin Silvernagle's going to have to try to draw. See if she can't get her
It'll
deuce.
curl this way, yeah. I want to make sure we have enough.
Okay, let's go. Top 4 then. So.
You know, the idea of the run leaving that for Michelle is she might just actually end up jamming it. You know, if Robin does get a red rock in behind the yellow and then Michelle runs it in, might not get it out of the rings. And so I like this call coming in around the 4 foot.
The titch less.
It will curl here.
Yeah.
Line's good.
Go then hard. You need a 4-foot. Line's good.
Got a bit of room right now. Line's good.
Room.
Still room.
Top
It's
forward.
Kara's rock. Kara's rock. Kara's
Kara,
rock.
go if you have to. Kara, it has to be to it.
T-line.
To it.
Yep, go to it. Go to it. Go to it. Not there. Just straight. Just straight. Okay.
That's fine.
That's fine. Let's get this to it. Yeah.
Same line.
Yeah, it's perfect line.
Yeah, maybe just a smidge more like we had.
I just knew we weren't burying, so that's why I said we had to go to it.
That's fine.
Very frozen. I think. All right.
Well, just that little bit deep, but you heard Robin say wasn't going to bury.
Yeah.
You didn't want to leave Michelle a chance to hit and roll behind, so take it as far back as you can. And of course, once you were behind the tee line, you wanted to make it deep enough that there'd be room for two in front of it. Michelle Englot's going to try to play the freeze here.
Well, it's not something.
Something similar.
Pretty close.
Little tight.
Michelle felt something under that rock
Got
on the
something
slide.
under it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
it had
picked
something.
it. Yeah, she said it had something before she let it go.
Had something under her hand.
Yeah, I wondered why they didn't sweep that to try to get it over the hog line. It would have been in the way of the draw path a little bit.
We're all right. We're okay. Something really similar.
Yeah, I think same weight's perfect.
Pounds on this.
Well, that's a really tough break for Michelle.
Okay, here's something similar.
But on the opposite side of that, we were just talking about how going into the fifth end break,
No,
getting a
this is
deuce can be, I think, a big momentum swing because you force that other team to sit there and think about it. Well, not only that, now Michelle's got to think about that last shot. You never like to have a pick. I don't know too many players that it won't bother them a little bit because that's one of those things that's beyond your control.
And you just get no feedback from that shot.
Yeah.
T-line.
Gotta go.
Line's curling.
I feel like it's a lot easier to accept a miss when you just didn't throw it well or didn't sweep it well. That one kind of got taken away from you.
Come on, guys.
Go!
Go, 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 go. Come on, Jesse.
Come on, Jess.
Go, go, go,
Good
go.
sweeping.
Good sweeping.
Good brush.
Brings that stone in
Atta girl.
full 8
I
foot,
think I-
almost biting 4.
Yeah, I
It's
kinda
enough
got through it.
to pick up her deuce. And Robin Silvernagle will take the 5-2 lead into the fifth end break.
I kind of didn't throw it as clean
that's
as
why
my
it
first
was
one.
curling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steph, can you take this down there?
Kim has made her way down to ice level, and she's got Robin with her now.
I do. Nice shot, Robin.
Thanks.
And that was great sweeping to get it.
Absolutely was.
And a bit of a tough break on Michelle's first.
Yeah,
but
you never
hate
want to pick. You hate picks.
Exactly. But speaking of nice shots, how about the one in the third? That double was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was a really great shot. Probably the best shot we've made yet this weekend. So that's nice to have.
And now's a good time to have it, the A final.
Absolutely.
All right. Bit of a lead here now heading into the second half. What's the game plan?
Hey, it's a long game. It's still a long 5 ends yet. So we'll try to keep it clean and score when we have hammer.
All right. Thanks, Robin. Good luck.
Thank you.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, SGI, White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, Curling Canada and the 2020 Scotties Tournament of Hearts, CurlSask, SaskTel Max TV, and Realcast Media.
Totally my first time. I'm very excited. Don't worry, we have a great time. We're gonna throw the rock, practice, and then we're gonna actually play a game.
Really? Yeah. Awesome.
Not be better. Yeah. Could be better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Freedom is getting lost in the moment and then finding your way. It's the calories that don't count, the late nights, and the memories that last forever. Freedom is diving into life, heart first, hoping to make a splash. It's using your phone however you want, wherever you travel. Freedom is roam and relax US, Mexico, and Caribbean travel rates from SaskTel.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of Canada's top curlers, Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, fans can get really close to the action at a live event. Do you think that's unique to the sport of curling?
Go, Chelsea! Yes.
At least she's okay. Experience the Scotties Tournament of Hearts live. Buy tickets now at curling.ca.
We all dream about our future. It takes only a moment for those dreams to shatter. My daughter's dreams are over. She lost her life using her phone while driving.
Cause you're here in my house. You're here in my house. Come on in. Bring your friend. Yeah, make yourself at home. Here in my house.
We were worried about the ice maker's nightmare. They staggered the fifth end breaks just enough that he was able to get all the sheets ready, and we're back underway in the sixth end shortly. While we wait, let's update all the scores through 5.
Well, and before I update the score on sheet 1, I just have to tell you, as I was walking down to do that interview, the ice makers were having a little dance party off to the side, seriously, so they weren't too terribly worried. I think they were just having a good time, so nice to see the volunteers having fun. Anyway, back to sheet 1. Howard versus Streifel, and I have to say, because I haven't mentioned it yet, that it's Kelly Schaefer that's actually skipping this team, but they took 1 point, make that score 5-3 for Streifel over Howard.
We saw Robin Silvernagle's front end sweep her draw shot to a little piece of the forefoot there for 2 points and a 3-point lead, 5-2 with Michelle having hammer now in the 6th.
Amber Holland getting on the board with 2 and 5, make that score 3-2 for Barker over Holland.
Mandy Seltzer attempting a bit of a desperation tick-bang double here to try to score 2 points. Hit shot rock just rolled across on second shot, resulting in a steal of 1 for Sherry Anderson, commanding 7-1 lead for Sherry, starting the 6th.
Good.
Half open is not that bad.
You bet. You got it. We got her. Let's go.
Well, I tell you, that 2 was kind of big there in the 5th end, and that was a tough break for Michelle with that rock picking.
Well, you know, you talked about the momentum going into that 5th end break, but you're Michelle's team and you've just given up that 2. You know, but that does give you time to regroup and get your strategy together for that next 5 ends and how you're going to carve away on that 3-point deficit. So as sort of dismal as it is to give up that 2 points under that circumstance, having those extra few minutes to just talk about it and make your game plan for the next 5 ends is beneficial also.
And I wonder if the 5th end break scare tactic didn't go the other way there. We see so many times you come out of that 5th end break, it's a little quicker and rocks slide too deep. Karatevino with a lead, 3-point lead, pulls up short of the rings on her first one and then trying to come around just reaches the 12-foot. And I wonder if in the back of her mind she wasn't thinking, I don't want to be deep on any of these. It's left some rocks in play. Michelle Englot's going to have her chances here. Well, there's chance number 1, and it just rubs on the way by that corner guard. Does sit for shot rock, but it is open.
Sorry, what?
5. Okay. Let's make that roll. Yeah. Straight up.
For Robin Silvernagle, you know, we didn't want that guard and the one in the 12-foot, but you've got him, and if you can make the roll here, you can put some pressure on the Englot team and perhaps get them hitting.
Whoa, we're nosing. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
Actually,
fine.
should have tried to go under. He has a 10. That curled up a bit. 16. Just light. Just light.
So Michelle has lots of house here to work with to get some offense going here, even though they are a lot of red rocks up there. There's still something to work with. They're only in the 12-foot. And as I say, there's 8 feet of house to put some counters in.
Okay, yep.
Michelle's never met a guard she didn't like.
Hard line.
What is it?
Yeah, you gotta go.
Doesn't matter what color it is.
Okay, well.
Hey.
Boy, nice weight, but just
Yeah.
can't get that line.
I don't remember.
Nail it, girl.
Yeah. Wait,
Whoa!
10
Whoa!
Hard stuff. Really hard.
Little in-out motion on the release, and
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
with the sweep designed to make it curl, they're able to get enough to get it out the back, but
And it's pretty
leaves that
straight.
same draw.
This is 7.
Okay. Same weight should be
Big
good.
sigh.
Yeah.
Let's make it.
Yeah.
So I didn't look closely enough to see if Michelle adjusted the broom for
It's
this
pretty
number
close.
7 rock, so
Okay, line's
clearly
good.
it's
There.
special in
T-line.
their mind.
Line's good. Got room.
We'll have to see if they think it's a
Slowing
bit
down a
more
bit.
of
Here
a
it goes.
cutter or a curlier rock.
Room. It's your top 8. It's there. It's all there. All there.
That one's not.
Yeah, go, Nick. Go, 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 go.
Sorry, Shelby. Thought it would come
No,
down
that's
more.
okay.
Okay.
This is back 4.
Thought that one would cut and grind.
So they maybe thought it was a bit of a grinder,
get
so
this
they
button buried
jumped on
at
it, thinking it
3,
might have been a
but
bit
2 is
heavier,
fine
and as it
too.
turns out, it was a bit of an oversweep.
Okay, so what I threw down this path, basically.
Yeah. Let's do it, Steph.
So chance for Stephanie Lott now to come sit on top of that stone and really put the pressure on the Englot team. I think if she freezes it, there's room to get another one in front of her, but how would you get two?
Jessie, if you can a bit.
Can you go, Jess? Where are you guys? No, Jessie only. Whoa, whoa. Jessie only. Jessie.
Hard,
Whoa,
Jess.
whoa. Yep. Whoa, that's good. Good stuff. Shot, Jess. 14-8. Good judge.
It's going to make the two incredibly difficult or impossible to answer your question.
Well, I think something's going to have to move for a chance at two.
Which is what Michelle's doing.
Right, so this is always one of these situations where you have to, what's called break the freeze, is Michelle's requesting, try to get a couple of feet of separation, move that yellow rock back a little bit so that they've got some room to possibly wiggle that red rock out in a shot or two.
While at the same time, you want to be right on the face so your shooter doesn't roll off. It's tough on this ice to get the weight you need to break those up and still get the curl you need to get to the face.
But so often our instinct is just to sit right there. But nice weight by Sarah, accomplish what needed to be done, but right, it's that little roll off there
Even if you
that's
touch that, roll up a bit.
a little bit hurtful. But it's certainly at this point exposed that red rock.
I tell you, the scoreboard says you hit this.
Yeah.
But Stephanie Lawton just played the draw, and if you ever froze one in that pocket.
I didn't mind that, actually.
Well, especially because, like I said, she just threw it.
Right.
And if you freeze in between those two, like really, you're going to need two shots just to get at the button.
Just because you're that late in the end as well.
Yeah, true.
But I do know what you're saying. 3 up, you think, okay, you just have
scoreboard
to
says hit this.
Whoa.
Okay.
Just setting those and they just don't move. You gotta just throw them real clean. Okay, just to it. What was that?
Okay. That was back line.
Yeah.
You know it.
Super fans?
You got it, buddy.
Has anybody been counting? We're only on day 2. We were wondering already yesterday, does he have 10 different outfits when
I
we're here
believe
for 10
he
days in a
probably
row?
does. From, the
Or does
Scotties
he-
and the Briar.
Does he start the rotation over again
Yeah, I don't
at the
know.
tankard?
Where?
8. Back
Close.
We're not awful.
It's just
It's coming down.
Hard line. Hard. Really hard.
That looks like it's really going sideways all of a sudden, too.
Keep going. Gotta go.
Go, Shelby. Great throw.
Not awful indeed.
Yeah, very nice.
Way to be, girl.
They make the freeze, so the rings, well, you don't even have to make the freeze. The rings are getting pretty small.
Line is
Oh, no.
I have 14-9.
This is about where you had.
Yeah, I'd rather be like wide open.
But you're putting the pressure back on your opposition. So, this is not a
Flared it a bit.
open, everyday, basic draw into the rings. Robin has to be careful with this.
So tolerance is short.
Yeah, for sure.
I
like that.
You can freeze it, that's okay, but
Yeah.
we don't need to be frozen. Only
Well,
fline's perfect.
We'll make it though
Top,
for you.
but it'd be nice to be third.
Yeah.
Okay. 15-2.
Yeah, 2-3, somewhere in there. Line's real good.
gave it
Top
some.
8. Stay close.
Weed's
Line's
close.
good.
Top 4. Room. Wall line.
How are we?
T-line.
Line's
Go,
starting to
go,
curl
go.
here.
A little hot right now.
Okay,
Go.
well then.
Little tap.
Needs to curl then.
Yeah, we're tapping.
Needs to curl then. Needs to curl.
Curls.
Needs to curl.
Sit.
Okay.
Good.
Makes a little tap. Rolls a bit now.
Like just the
Boy, I think there might be just enough room there for Michelle to make the double.
Yeah, I don't know if it's all open or edge to edge or if there is the room, although it is a long guard.
Well, and here's the thing. That yellow sitting at the back of the house is 4th shot right now. If you could make the double, you're sitting 3.
I think we're shot. Yeah.
If it'll go across the top of that, it's hard to tell.
This and just roll a centimeter.
Time. Time out.
Time out.
And from that view, I don't know if the double would be there, but the amount of weight you'd have to throw to get the second one out, because you're only going to just clip the edge of it. You've got to get the nose of the first one. You're only going to be able to throw, maybe hack weight at it.
Can you actually get to the inside of that and just flop on top and be sitting two?
Really get it.
We're going to have a reach by that top one.
Yeah.
I think we're going to take a chance at it. I guess we're not going to do second shot, though.
No.
Unless you wiggle the back one, maybe.
No, that's the thing, right?
But like if she, because you don't have anything on this side.
I think, and then you can maybe do something with that at least.
I think we have to move it.
Yeah.
Because she's going to use it.
Are we shot right now?
We think so.
We need to guarantee a point because we're not out of it if we get one.
Yeah. But I don't think we can.
But if we give up a steal, we're done.
Yeah. So what are you saying?
So I'm saying maybe we just guard.
But then there's 0 chances of getting 2.
Yeah. Well, you might be able to.
This draw.
I don't know if we have to over curl that top 12 one. That I don't think
we can try it.
It's dangerous. I agree.
Yeah.
5-3 isn't too bad.
What do you see, Michelle?
Yeah, like I just don't know if we can.
It's there.
I mean, it is there.
Mine just did that.
Yeah.
Because if you ever touch the yellow.
Yeah.
If you ever touch the yellow, we're in big trouble.
If we touch the yellow, we're in big trouble, and then she's just going to guard it because we're not going to be second shot. Can we freeze or no? Yeah.
Okay. So you want to try and take one? Just take the one?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I just think we don't want to lose the game on ticking it, and then we have nothing, right? Like, that's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Over curl, and then we're not going to be second shot.
Yeah. The only thing I guess you can't risk doing playing with that. And we'll just have to take. Are you 100% sure we're one?
Yes. I am 100% sure.
Okay, then let's guard it. Okay.
Sign the waiver on that one.
Even a little more, because we can.
I hate the guard. So I'll tell you what, you throw the guard right now, and Robin Silvernagle is going to come off this stone into this one, drive it up for shot rock, and you're not going to have a shot to score. And that's the only shot she's got. She won't be able to hurt herself.
I don't know. I just don't think it's worth the risk. It's not going to be second shot. If we were going to be second shot, I'd take a shot at it.
Okay. Nope, I like this. Let's go, Michelle.
You got it, buddy.
Little tight.
It's okay. 2.5.
Yeah, don't need 2.
Where?
2.5.
3.
3.
No. We're gonna over curl.
3 on its own.
Says so.
No, we gotta stop. We really gotta stop.
And you can over curl her. She doesn't even have to come off her own. She can just come straight to it and tap it.
Baby, sit. Okay.
I think that does job, but
I think she's there.
I don't know. I mean, if you could.
you think you can over curl and get there to touch it?
Well, do you have to over curl? I mean, if
Well,
you
you
could get
don't-
to just buried, you'd nudge the edge of that stone, and that's enough to
understand.
get shot.
What I'm saying is it's more than buried, and you've got to come.
It is, but if you look at straight back from the guard, if you were going to draw to just dead buried, you would have a piece of this stone. You only need to just wiggle it.
Yeah, you just need to move it an inch.
I think a force is great here, you guys.
I don't know. I just threw this with the same weight. Anything taller and you're a little light again.
I don't see any way you can hurt yourself. Why would you not play it?
But I'm just saying tolerance is here.
She probably doesn't
I think
have
she'd
that.
get shot there. I like it, Rob. If you like it. Is it the same path?
It's pretty much.
It's a hair wider.
But it'll come. As long as we don't just rub off and leave her a double.
And I don't think you will. 'Cause that yellow
What double? It's going to be sitting on
And
the
this will
corner
be
of the
just
yellow.
frozen. We're throwing the same
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm just going to ask, what if we rub that yellow one? 'Cause we
I
wanna
don't
be
think
tight.
we want to play it.
You don't want to play what?
Tight to that yellow, I don't
Okay.
think.
Okay,
Right?
but Robin, like, just tee
Well,
line.
it's way over buried stuff.
Give her as much as you can. You like a little less weight?
We just guard the run.
Does this, well,
Come in
you can
there
go
and guard
here
her run.
too,
Try to
right?
come here.
Do you like this better, just guarding her run?
I like either, whatever you like.
Well, that didn't help.
It's quite
If she
overburied. That's
played
all.
the guard because she's scared of ticking the
I know
yellow,
it'll
she's never
come
playing
once
the
he
run.
waves, but yeah.
I like your redirect that you called before.
Well, it's
You
there
can't
too,
hurt
and you
your-
can't hurt yourself
And really,
with it
the way
either.
things are sitting, I don't know what you're protecting.
Yeah, like, well, we're playing just touch ours, the tone.
You don't have to get to the nose of it. You just have to wiggle it. You have to touch the edge of it.
Everyone top. Yeah, top 4, you guys sweep it to tap it.
My only question was because it's so overburied, is the
Yep,
shot
line,
there?
yep, line, yep.
I think we're about to see.
One more. Yes. Line. Whoa, whoa. T-line.
Yes, line!
Gotta go wait. Line. Jesse.
Whoa, Jesse! Whoa.
Hard, Jess.
Okay, well, no big bumps, guys, just a little bump.
Jesse.
Little bump, yep. Good.
Just like
Nice
that.
shot.
Guess it's there. Nicely done.
Good. Real good.
I was like, Jesse, take it over.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
like,
I
don't wanna
don't
bump
see
it
how
big because
Michelle
I don't
can
wanna
get
go-
out of this
That's why I
one.
wanted Jesse.
How
No.
she scores.
Yeah.
She has to
No.
run that top red. I don't know if she can get to the nose of it to get it just to play the double on the button.
I think her only shot would be to score
This
one.
yellow
She'd
one.
have to stuff it on the one that was just tapped up. She'll double
Yeah.
the two, and the one that she's running in will be shot rock
Right.
if she absolutely stuffs it. She's got no room to roll it at all.
You got it, buddy.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Going to need to come up now. Is it going to come out that red stone? And how ugly could this be? Well, a little fortunate that it stuffed it dead.
Could have been scary.
Still just a steal of one, but a steal of one is enough to put Robin Silvernagle up 6-2 as we go to the 7th.
Cause you're here in my house. You're here in my house. Come on in. Bring your friend. Yeah, make yourself at home. Here in my house.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Freedom is getting lost in the moment and then finding your way. It's the calories that don't count, the late nights, and the memories that last forever. Freedom is diving into life, heart first, hoping to make a splash. It's using your phone however you want, wherever you travel. Freedom is roam and relax US, Mexico, and Caribbean travel rates from SaskTel.
Well, we've got a few more scores to report and even one final. Ladies?
That's right. So out on sheet 1, Ashley Howard was attempting to raise up an outlying corner guard into her second shot that was corner frozen on shot rock on the button. It didn't curl up enough, and that led to a steal for the Streifel team. They're up 6-3 after 6 ends. As we saw Robin on her second shot make that beautiful little tap. Didn't leave Michelle much for anything to salvage that end, and Silvernagle came away with a steal. They're leading 6-2.
On sheet 3, Penny Barker had her single. So make that score 4-2. Penny Barker over Amber Holland.
And it was just not Mandy Selzer's day at the office. They had another tough end, and they've shaken hands. Call that game a final at 9-1 for Sherry Anderson.
Let it work a bit. Needs to curl, Jesse roll. Jesse only.
Let it work.
You look heavy.
Let it work.
Roll 14-2, just let it work.
Let it work.
Her back 8 right now.
Okay.
Okay.
That one heavier.
Yeah, she
That's
did.
fine.
Just chucked it. That's fine.
Let's wait.
Just take a look. Take a look. Higher than the last.
Well, Michelle Englot still going to try to generate some points here.
Really cool. We gotta come.
The thing about it is, when you've played as many games as Michelle has, you've been down 4 before.
And you've probably been down 4 before and won the game.
Yeah. And you probably even did that before you got 5 free rocks.
But really interesting that she had said to Coach Jerry Adams, if we give up that steal, we're down 4. It's not good.
I think so.
No, it's not. This is a strong team they're playing against. One of the favorites, obviously, coming into this event, the defending champions. And they're playing well. But if you can get your deuce here, you still only need to steal 1 point at a time. Steals of a single point with 2 free guards for each team.
T-line! Back 8!
Back 4! Wait, steps, Rock! Back 4!
It's not like you need to pull a rabbit out of your hat. You just need to get that 1 point at a time. It's when you start having to steal 2s and 3s, those start to get a little bit tougher.
Close, yeah.
Look, we just go here.
Yeah, let's do it. 8?
Yep.
8.
And she's got some things working for her here this end as well. 1 stone behind the tee line, and the 3 rocks really that Robin Silvernagle brought in. She didn't really get the lineup on those stones she'd like. 1 right at the tee line. 1 back 8 foot.
It's all there.
The one in the top 12 is probably the only one she's okay with.
Yeah.
Back 8,
Yeah,
back 12.
exactly.
Ron's
The rest are help to the Englot.
Michelle's liking the other 2.
Yeah.
Ron's really nice.
Back 8.
Right to T. Just to T. Good. Nice shot.
Be close to getting those, but just that's fine.
Okay. Heel weight. You got it.
Could maybe see a little bit of that stone in the 8 foot, but electing to play the peel on the guard. Jessie Hunkin can throw the up weight. Can she make both of those guards go away?
Back one, maybe?
No.
Okay.
Not like that, but she does get the rock in the rings. Wonder if she didn't try to drive out that little bit harder to maybe get both of them. There is
There's certainly a double
good
deal
angle
there.
to get a shot at them.
But that's when you're the opposition team and you're trying to get back in and you go, really? You just couldn't have made the shot that you called? Please?
Weight's close.
Room's good. Room. It's okay. Needs a little curl.
Go, Sarah.
Yeah, go, Sarah. Go. Good.
Go, go, go.
Go a little bit more.
Go. Good.
Nice, Jobs.
Okay.
Come on, girl.
Oh. You got it. Oh, yeah. Heel.
Well, once again, going after the corner guard. Stephanie Lawton now.
Clean. Yep.
Kara. Yep. Yep. Hard. Watch Kara.
Makes the hit, comes across. She will catch the second one.
Okay, that's good.
And spins her shooter up as well. Maybe still covering a little bit of the 12-foot, but
Yeah, we can get there with here.
essentially gets rid of the 2 guards.
Freeze.
Yeah, I like that. Sorry, we're just freezing?
Yeah, top
This is
four.
perfect. It's nice here.
Can I have a number?
10. Yeah, just like you've been throwing. Yeah. You got it.
Michelle looking to get the freeze on that stone in the 4-foot now.
Line's tight.
Would like to go a bit.
Sarah Englot with her first stone here in the 7th end.
Would like to go. Yeah.
Top four weight.
Line's pretty good. We're okay. Weight's pretty good.
Curl. Needs curl.
We're bumping a little. No.
Needs a lot of curl.
Okay.
Just not finishing for them there. Great weight.
Sorry, buddy. Okay. Sorry.
Either that or we can do this.
Yeah.
She'll have in off hers.
I kind of like that one. No, the other one.
You like this one?
She's not going to play in off hers. She needs to
Because
try
if
to
we
count
roll
that
here,
rock.
it might leave her a nicer pocket to come to.
That would be the worry.
Oh. I think I like this. Right? If you just roll here, that's okay. But if you overroll and leave a pocket, that's not great.
Oh, I see, because you're going to be even then.
Right? Like
Yeah.
this might almost be better.
Okay. Can we roll without taking this?
I don't mind taking it though. Do we?
No. Yeah, that's true.
We don't need to. We're
Okay,
up by 4. We don't
okay,
need to leave so
sure.
many rocks around.
So let's make this though. Try to get right, like
Yeah.
edge to edge.
Would
behind
you like
that
a
is
9.5?
Sure.
Yep. Okay. I think it'll run pretty straight.
Okay.
As Robin said, the luxury of having a 4-point lead gives you a couple of options, and she said she can afford to lose the full 4-foot chalk rock because really it's kind of helping
Yeah.
Englot's team right now.
Or half around.
You could even go a step beyond saying you could afford to lose it. Maybe you want to lose it.
Yeah.
I mean, they just tried to freeze to it once. Do you really want to leave it there?
And even if they do touch it at all, it's just going to move it behind the tee line even more so and for Englot to use.
It's good.
No. Whoa. Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Hard, Kara. Hard, Kara.
Trying to sweep for a little bit of curl here.
Hard, Robin. Right
Hits
out.
the yellow on the outside.
Okay.
Does jam that red onto the one at the back, so stays for 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, she's just popping. It's a little big.
It's okay.
9-1, I think I got.
But that yellow does hang around, and
Sorry.
That's
No.
okay.
Michelle Englot's going to have to at least look to see if she can find a way to maybe bring that yellow back in, because that could bring 3 back into play.
Yes, for sure. A glimmer of opportunity here to count multiple. I was just going to make a quick mention. This ice set is so unforgiving, and when it's that dead straight, when you pick up your weight at all, the teams like this that play on the tour, that play on arena ice, they're used to popping them a bit. They're used to giving outward motion a little bit when you have that really big swing, and you can't do that on ice like here.
Well, it's a mandatory release that you have to have on that type of ice, or else you're just over curling everything. So it's hard to bring it back and smooth that out a little bit.
Well, Shelby.
So Michelle electing to try the corner freeze here, and if you can put this right on the corner at an angle where the double on the reds would be automatic, that would be your preference. Now this is going to over curl.
Wait. Good throw. Great weight.
Ah, just over curled on.
Even if we're not fully under stuff, just a corner under is fine. But
Yeah.
like,
Try
try
to
to
get
get
it
fully
under.
under.
Yeah.
Yep. 10.5.
Sure.
I don't think it'll do a lot here.
It won't do a lot. Yeah, we had a couple. You got it. Let's go.
They weren't really on that rock early either. It must have taken them by surprise a little bit how much curl they were going to get at the end.
10.5.
Well, that's that inside out that we've said all along,
Yeah.
girls.
Three quarters under is perfect. Let's do it.
They
Good
just
look at the
haven't
crowd.
seen it a lot. That's the thing.
Well, that's right.
Close. Yep. Whoa! Whoa!
Clean!
Yes!
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 Go roll.
Makes the hit. She was trying to roll in behind cover, and it's going to roll to the back 8 foot.
Second shot, so Silvernagle still sitting 3. Opportunities here for Michelle. Probably only to count 2 at the most, though.
I'm just thinking we're not gonna get shot if we go back here, and it's hard to get that out right now.
Yeah, I think we just go here, like top, because if we go here, she's just gonna freeze on us, and then it's over.
We gotta see a
Here.
shot. 'Cause this
Oh, yeah.
You can't get this one out right now.
No, but
Yeah,
just like right here.
Okay. What did you give me?
I gave you just off
yeah.
here.
Grab a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
That always made me feel a lot better when the broom actually got moved out, because then that implied I hit the broom and I wasn't tight. They made the adjustment because it wasn't enough ice, and you go, all right.
Top, yeah, just top.
But again, it's very important. You have to learn how to read your teammates' releases so that you know where that broom line is impacted for your shot.
You got it. It's nice here.
Part of the difficulty here is going to be the fact that it doesn't curl the same going toward center as it does coming away from it. And by taking a little bit more ice, it's going to take a little bit longer to cross that center line, and they do need that finish at the end. It's just a question of where it crosses.
Weight's all there. 20 right now. 8. Yeah. Coming down a bit.
Right here.
All there. Yeah. Still back 8.
Just starting to cross the center line now as she crosses the hog line.
Right here.
Yeah, we are.
Nope. That's good.
Perfect spot, Michelle.
That's pretty close to exactly where she
Yeah.
tapped the ice.
I was just thinking that.
Like, try to roll here and try to go
It's
here.
a lot of rocks to
And if you clip that,
pass through.
Play for
Well,
the hole, and where the shooter goes,
as long
It
as we're
is, but
not
even if you
leaving a
jam it
double,
off that,
right?
Which one, the yellow?
yeah.
Yeah.
If you jam it off and don't get it out, you should roll over and be sitting 2, and I don't
Yeah,
think
you
there'd
can't
be a
hit
double.
this first. You have to hit this first. If anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see. Actually, I don't.
Shot. Like, it's bigger hole.
Yeah, it's a little trickier. It's a little trickier, but
You could always
Robin
put
was
it
just
through
looking
here
at us,
and use
trying
that
to
as a
hit this
stopper.
and drive
You
it
have
this
to play-
way through
Right.
the hole.
You have to play
The
bigger
danger to
weights in
that
order to get the roll.
would be is if you let me clear that, if you actually clip it onto this stone, it's never going to get by that one, and you could leave her an open hit. Well, actually, if you leave the double there too, you could leave the open hit for 4. So I don't think I'd be. I don't mind just running it this way. Even if you tap that and stay, your shooter's going to roll this way a little bit.
Like, you can play this to kind of come
And what's she going to have if you're sitting right there?
You know, she hits anywhere on the high side of this one.
You can't play it to hit this side, so you have to play it with
Exactly
a little
what
bit bigger
Stephanie's
weight to
saying.
hit it thicker
So
to
just
get
play
the
to
roll.
hit and roll.
You know what I mean?
You're going to be sitting 2. There won't be a double. And what jams back there and where it comes off is probably not going to matter.
Yeah, a 10 is probably okay. A 10, you were probably. Because I need to do it here.
But if we nut that and roll there, are we ever leaving her a triple for 4?
Yeah.
If we nut it on this guy and just roll here, are we leaving her a triple for 4?
Well,
yeah, and I don't like that. I don't want to risk that.
Yeah, looking
I don't like that either.
But then also, if we go into here,
I bet you the
are
Englot
we
team
leaving her
does.
something? As long as we're not, like I'm saying, if we end up picking ours, we leave a double, maybe even a triple for 3 or 4 as well.
You're going to be up against this guy, so how is she going to? She has to play it that way.
I'm saying if we were to move it, if we jammed it, we'd be moving it.
okay, so another option, because the deuce isn't bad, what if we go here? Like, is that terrible too, if this is risky?
You know, Michelle Englot put that rock where she did
but
because she wanted to create some danger of some jams. And if you're
get
worried
buried
about the
in there,
jams,
I don't know. Like
I don't hate Stephanie Lawton's thinking
come
here.
to here if you
2
wanted
points
to.
isn't going to hurt you right now.
Yeah, I just never want to give her 4, right? I agree. Again, if we don't shoot right now, what does she have?
Well, she could probably throw a rocket at this.
And get.
She's drawing for 2 if you don't throw right now.
So not there.
You'd have to be in there.
Do you like this turn better?
Do you guys like that?
Or do you like the hit better?
As long as you're in the 8 foot, I love it.
Because like if we just rolled here, we leave her a double and she's still getting 2. Okay. Okay. The speed's good here? Yeah, even if we're back here and give her 2, that's okay. Yeah, I know it'll bury this way. Yeah, we can come to us and do shots.
On the nose.
I don't mind this way.
She can blast this way though, right? She can blast this way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. But inside.
Do we want to be frozen?
I don't think so. I think you want here.
Okay. See, although it's leaving her more stuff to come in, I just don't know if we'll bury this way.
Yeah, no, this is good. Whatever you know to get here. Okay, let's go, Rabbit.
So about 4 minutes to call this shot, including the walking time there permitted for Coach Leslie McHugh. And the minute that the coach had, her minute was up. She was shoulder tapped. She's already settled back nicely on the bench. And then the time clock has started again. But crucial part of the game here for Robin, so they wanted to make sure what the shot call was. Michelle certainly accomplished her objective of creating some doubt and confusion here.
Line's good. Hard line. Yes.
And it's not that Robin couldn't make any of those hits, but she's not getting any more than 2 if you don't play one of those hits, so why take the risk?
Line's good. Line's good. Go, Kara. Gotta go. Line's great, guys. Go, Kara. Go. Come on. See if you can.
Well, and if you make this draw good enough, she might have a hard time scoring 2.
That was a very nice shot.
Well, we saw those types of shots all last year at the provincial Scotties, and then when they moved on to the national Scotties last year, Robin just drew the daylights out of her games. Just great touch and excellent sweeping.
Okay, decision time.
We need to move it here.
How important is it to get 2 here?
Right on top of ours.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of room there.
Redirect, it's really thin.
How are you getting your 2 here?
That you just heard Michelle say the redirect, and I think that's the only shot she's got for 2. They're going to call timeout and talk about it.
Off the corner guard.
Yeah, that's the only shot I see is you come off this corner guard and into the shot stone and try to get your 2. And she's right. She said it was very thin to make it, but I don't think you could see enough of that stone to move it through without coming over and moving your own stone off the top, the corner of the forefoot.
This should come straight back to here. Is that going to be?
Yeah, the round the horn
I don't know. I think does it hit it? I think it goes up to.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's super thin redirect. That's really crazy.
What do you think?
Here? Like, we need to hit it pretty thin, right?
What was your thought?
Is this really any easier than the redirect?
I don't think either one's easy. It's whichever one you want to throw.
It's
Well, she's playing this at around the
Tick
horn,
off
though.
that top one.
It's still just a paper thin hit on the one you're trying to hit, and now
you
you're
got to throw it hard.
Well, and you're hoping that the one that
it's
goes back goes straight back and doesn't spill off.
We're down 3 with 3 ends to play. So we need.
Or do you draw for your 1?
We need to steal
Well,
1, 1,
that's
1.
it.
And
You
we need
don't
to
have to reinvent the wheel. If you get 1, you still only have to steal 1 point at a time, and it's those ends where you need to steal 2. There's not really a strategy handbook for that one per se.
Well, it's not unheard of. Steal 8, 9,
All right.
10, 11. So those are 2 timeouts now for Michelle.
Yeah.
They should be all used up. I think that's twice we've seen Jerry.
You got it, buddy.
3 times if you count lunch.
He spoke so well at the luncheon today.
Line's good.
It's pretty close.
Full force.
Michelle Englot with her final stone here in the 7th end.
I don't think we need to.
No line.
Needs a solid piece of the 4-foot to pick up her single.
No line. Show me if you're going. Round here. Round here. Show me. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta carve it. Carve it in. Go, 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 go.
They can come off their own a bit.
Carve.
Just like that.
Nice
Nice
job.
shot.
Does rub in to the 4-foot, picks up her single point, and will be a 6-3 score as we go to the 8th. Robin Silvernagle with last rock.
Good call, Sarah. Way to be. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, it'll go. So if you need to swing.
We all dream about our future. It takes only a moment for those dreams to shatter. My daughter's dreams are over. She lost her life using her phone while driving.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Well, still just the one game that's been completed. Everybody else through 7 ends of play. One game through 8.
Yeah, and that's sheet 1. And there was a big steal of 1 point there for the Ashley Howard team. So that game is tied up at 6, play in the 9th end.
Yes, Kelly Schaefer needed to make a double there for her single point, and it just overcurled a smidge, giving up that steal. But that has been a shooting gallery on that sheet. Doubles and triples galore by the skips. It's been fabulously curled, really interesting. We also saw Michelle Englot after a decision there to make the draw for a single point. Made it. We now have a 6-3 game, but 3-point lead with hammer for Silvernagle after 7.
And in the 8th end on sheet 3, Penny Barker had an open hit for her 2 points. Puts her up 3. Make the score 6-3 for Penny Barker over Amber Holland playing the 9th end.
While we were talking about that, you could see the tick being played, and
Go.
well, you couldn't make it any better than that. It's so close to the boards. You couldn't tell that it didn't touch, but Michelle was right there.
Yeah, no, great tick shot by Kara.
Stay here and sweep. Let me try the tick.
And here comes another.
Touch last. Whoa. Yeah. Touch last week. Whoa. Jesse. Hard, Jesse. Hard.
You got it. Go. Right in, guys.
So learning to throw that back line weight seems to be the key to making these tick shots, and then sweeping it in just at the end to get that rock moved off the center line. So Tara's showing us how it's done.
I think it's really good.
Yeah, T-line. Top 4. Coming down a lot. Just want to let stop.
Trying.
Top 12.
Good. Okay. Good.
I like this.
Slow down in a hurry.
Yeah, I still want to throw some weight. Even if you roll out, that's fine.
Yeah. So what's your weight? 9. Okay. 9.5. Okay. Let's go. You got her.
Weight's
No,
good.
never.
Pair up.
Hard stuff. Okay, Jess. That's right, you're done. Okay. Just set them a bit. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you heard Robin say she set it a little bit and goes right by everything.
Do you recall at any time in the last 2 days that we've gone or seen a shot go by anything on the other side, or has it always been on the high side?
Gone by? No, we did see a couple overthrow, but they were always going towards the wings.
Oh, okay. I guess the point I was trying to make is we've seen a lot on the high side.
Yeah. But we have seen some big curl going to the wings as well,
Yes.
even with the up weight. Like whereas they'll take broom on the edge of the rock, coming towards the middle. You'll see 4 to 6 inches of ice going towards the corner to get a nose hit.
Yeah.
But it is a difficult adjustment when you're used to throwing it one way and to be coming out and you're telling yourself just straight up, and then you give it that little pop and you're just ready to shoot yourself because you told yourself, go straight up, we know what the ice is doing, and then you don't do it. Frustrating.
Yeah, weight's good.
Close. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Good throw.
There's a nice throw.
That's good.
Maybe go in on this one.
Do that one much nicer. Yeah, let's
Kick you what I kicked last time?
Yeah.
Okay, lawn's good.
You gotta go. I think you gotta go.
Lawn's good. Just for weight.
Mine's good. Yep.
Oh, yeah, we gotta go. Yep. Justin. Hard.
Hard. Deeper. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
Well, the Brushers gave it everything they had, but
You like this, or do you like the double?
gets it into the 12-foot, leaves it a chance to get rid of both of those stones.
The double's just a bit high and you'll roll out.
Okay. You guys like that?
I do. Or low, whatever turn. Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
You like that?
Yep.
You might have to play this turn
No,
though.
I've got room both, I think. Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's tight stuff. It looks like room, but
Play the outcome.
you're probably nosing, close to nosing.
Okay, then play the other.
Sometimes
like
there's a
with
different
pure
visual
weight, I
from the
have
hack.
room.
I guess, even if you just hit a hair high.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's make it. We've got it.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Clean.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Hard.
Roll it. Okay. Good.
Makes the double, rolls over a little bit.
Stephanie just throws that big weight so easily. That was, no extension, no big push. She just has such power coming out of the hack and is able to, a nice rotation on those rocks, and that helps get that extra little spin at the end.
Weight's better. Yeah.
Okay, line's good.
There it
Weight's nice.
goes.
Weight's close.
Pause. Right
Weight's
to T. Whoa!
Mine's really good.
Nick, go!
It's great.
Nick, go!
No, don't need to go. Good. Good one.
Comes to rest in the back 8 foot, and it is buried.
I guess. You can hit and roll in.
Becky! T-line!
Okay, or do you like hitting ours and rolling in?
Like, where we got it.
I don't think we'll...
Got the 8 foot open.
Not bad, I guess.
I don't mind the draw.
But, like, we have the full 4 foot right now.
I don't know if we'll
I don't mind this. I don't mind this.
Whereabouts?
T-line!
What do you think that's
14-8 on that.
I think I prefer this call. If you ever play that hit and roll and you stop in the center line, even in the 12 foot, Michelle's going to try to use that for a guard.
Yeah, she will. And as of now, you got the whole 4 foot.
Yeah, like if you weren't looking at the
There's no
scoreboard, just look at
danger.
the fact that you've got last rock. This
Yeah.
is a chance to score too.
Whoa, we're running.
You've got the middle open. You've always got
Yeah.
a chance to play a draw with your last one.
Stay close,
Jesse, go on it. Jesse,
Back
go.
12.
Hard, Jesse. Hard, hard.
Trying to get some curl here to get a piece of that yellow because they know it's not stopping in front of it.
Okay, Steph.
I think it just rubbed it on the way by, but not enough to move it into the open.
Center line up? Yeah. Okay.
I think.
Where specifically? Do you want to split it? Or do you want to live across the line?
Splitting's fine.
Okay.
Yep, splitting's great. Yeah, just here.
Thank you, Michelle. I was wondering how high she wanted to put this. I was thinking you get this about a halfway guard. It's tough to peel it either way. There are red rocks you can
And
jam it
with
onto
only
both sides.
And does she peel it? There's
Well,
only
that's just it.
2 to-
If you're worried about jamming something, maybe you don't peel it.
and there's 2 to 1.
But Michelle's hoping you draw right now. She
Oh, for
needs
sure.
that center guard.
Yep.
Try to get a steal.
You got it. 2.5, guys. Okay.
Line's good.
Should be close. 3.
Clean if you can. I don't think you can hurt it.
Just here.
It's good.
Right to my broom. Right to my broom. Yep, you gotta get deeper. Little deeper. Keep pushing, you got it. Line's great. Keep going. Keep going, a little deeper. All right. Good.
Good. Over the top of the red, I guess. Good throw. Play it thin.
Just even a straight peel is fine
yeah.
too.
Yeah, and if you catch that, great. If not, no big deal.
Yeah.
Great.
Main thing, yeah. Okay, let's go.
Thinner the better, hey?
Yeah. We can touch that red.
Yeah.
Feel if we catch the red, great. If not, no worries.
Higher than Michelle wanted. Makes this peel a little easier, or better yet, no danger. Can go over the red and actually even push it into the rings or straight back as well.
Clean.
Yep. Yes. Whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa, whoa.
That's good. Good.
Makes the hit, drives it across the top of that red stone. And catches the wide corner guard just for good measure. Wasn't really going to be a factor.
Yeah.
So Michelle opting to draw into top corner of this 8 foot here. Tuck around a little bit. At least make sure she doesn't leave a double for a multiple counter. Just force
Yeah, well,
Silvernagle into the draw.
Why I'm wondering a little bit why she's coming towards that stone. If you just bite the 8 foot at the center line.
Yeah, full 8, top center line, make
Well,
it.
even just
yeah.
bite, just so she can't hit it on the nose and be shot rock.
Yep, exactly.
Line's good.
And it,
Should be
it kind of
close
gets in the
there.
way of the draw path at least. You make this any good, you know that Robin Silvernagle's just going to draw to the
Running
4 foot.
like it's there.
And if you don't make it good, if you leave her the double, this game might be over.
Can't set up a double. So back here. Are you get back here? You can't set a double. Hard! Hard! Hard behind it! Hard behind it! Hard!
Okay. I don't think so. Yeah. So, okay. Let's go. T-line wing. Yep.
So Robin, drawn to the full 8, a little better than full 8, bite the 4. Just take her single.
Yeah. Speed is 15?
14.8, I think.
14.8? Okay.
Let's make it round.
Felt light.
David's
Line's good.
Whoa, Kara, whoa, Kara.
Where?
Weight's good. Weight's close.
Okay, just for weight. We're running a little bit. We're running. We're running a bit.
Easy.
Robin Silvernagle needs a little better than just full 8-foot to pick up a single here, and this rock sliding back, and Sarah Englot jumps on it at the tee line, brings it all the way back to the 12, and it's a steal of 2. Michelle Englot right back in this game.
Freedom is getting lost in the moment and then finding your way. It's the calories that don't count, the late nights, and the memories that last forever. Freedom is diving into life, heart first, hoping to make a splash. It's using your phone however you want, wherever you travel. Freedom is roam and relax US, Mexico, and Caribbean travel rates from SaskTel.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of Canada's top curlers, Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, fans can get really close to the action at a live event. Do you think that's unique to the sport of curling?
Go, Chelsea!
Yes.
At least she's okay. Experience the Scotties Tournament of Hearts live. Buy tickets now at curling.ca.
Saw that too.
Well, all the games through 8, a couple of the games just about finished 9. We'll quickly update all the scores before we start the 9th end in our feature game.
Well, updating is hard. We got one last rock ready to come here over on sheet 1. So I'll get back to you with an update on that one.
And game on here on sheet 2 in our A final. Not quite a textbook steal as you might draw it out, but a heavy draw. You always force them to make that shot, and in this case it was not made by Robin Silvernagle. And Michelle Englot back in this game, 6-5, still for Silvernagle.
And speaking, oh, here we are back over on sheet 1. This is the last rock here, Kelly Schaefer. Looking at 3, tie ball game at the time.
Looking at 3, and I think looking just to try to hold him to a steal of 1.
Oh yeah, that's all she has here, as you'll see as it comes into the house, and they're sweeping for the curl. And that was
Makes
a nice
the hit,
shot.
Stuffs it.
And
is it 1 or 2?
Did the shooter roll enough to get the second shot? You have to think when they called that shot, they thought they were going to be second here. It's
pretty close.
Yeah, they're going to measure.
Steal
a 1 for sure.
Maybe 2. And way over on sheet 3, it was a nice hit for 2 by Amber Holland. So make that score over there 6-5 for Penny Barker, playing 10, and Penny does have last rock as well there in the 10th end.
Well, Penny was in control of that end and flashed an open hit to sit 4 and force the 1, but with that miss, then Amber was able, and it wasn't a hit, sorry Kim, it was a draw for the 2. But either way, it's 2 points on the board for Holland and a tight game coming home there.
Sliding pretty good.
Well, a big steal of 2 there for Michelle Englot in the 8th end of our feature game. Not just because it brings her a little bit closer, but prior to that, she was looking at stealing 1, stealing 1, stealing 1, and then stealing the extra. She's actually now at the point where she could force a single and take last rock coming home. She'd only be 2 down. We've seen 3 points scored with last rock in the 10th end before.
So that little bit of comfort that the Silvernagle team might have been feeling in those middle ends has evaporated.
Yeah, it's such a huge swing with a steal of 2.
And it was 2 points here for Ashley Howard.
Really good.
So that's a big turnaround in that game too. Streifel was up all game long, then gave up 2, steal of 1, steal of 2. Puts Ashley Howard 2 up, coming home.
It's all there. Lots.
Yeah. Gears came down.
Careful.
Yeah.
No. We need separation.
We're above pure X. We're 1.5.
Okay. Good. Out of girl, Shelby.
Good one, Shelps.
That's a really good angle.
The double. Yeah, you can. Should be close.
I like it.
Just one fine two.
Nail it, girl.
A little bit of angle on those 2 guards, so Jessie Hunkin going to try to double peel. Well, that's not the way you want to miss that shot.
No. Yeah.
Yep,
You can feel the momentum turning a little.
All right, top 4, Shelby.
Well, and the key, as Michelle had said, when that second guard was coming in, we need separation. And
Wade's
now with
close.
the nose hit, you've even got a little bit more separation for future peel attempts.
It's good. T-line.
So
And the angle's
important when
not as
you're
good
placing.
either because she rolled over.
That's right. So important when
down.
you're placing those
go.
guards to get that distance between them.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Just to here. Make it good, right to top 4. Good.
Really good.
Robin, I just raised this rock. I don't think
Wanted top 4, but I don't think they'll mind sliding behind the T-line. Again, a force isn't bad now.
Are we playing the double? I think it's a straight peel, but okay. Okay, let's go. You got it. Good one, Shelby.
Good judge. Great weight.
Close. Lean. Oh, whoa. Lean. Oh. That's good.
Good.
Just gets the single. Looking to replace.
We'll get her there for you. Give a test.
Yeah, this is always one of these trickier shots on this very, very quick ice, and you're just trying to put it about 2 feet over the hog line. That so often you see these rocks come up short because you're trying so hard not to get it close to that yellow guard, that tight yellow one just in front of the rings.
Where?
2. 2. Okay, line's good. 2.
Whoa, needs curl.
1.5. I can go.
1.5. Little bit.
Needs a lot of curl. Whoa, whoa.
You're good.
Good. Good. Might even get that back one.
Might be able to get all 3 here.
Nobody better. Feel like they want less.
Let's make it.
That's right. That's why Sarah wanted the curl, not so much so it was the guard, but to prevent this angle slash on the double peel attempt. The bonus, the back yellow goes.
Makes the hit, gets the second one, but
That's okay.
leaves it right there and actually rubs that back stone out from behind cover at least.
But right about now, for Robin Silvernagle, if you needed that draw
What do you want?
to get in for the single, it's starting to get choked off there on the corners. That's always one of the things they try to tell you in skipping school. Keep one side of the sheet open for your last shot.
Where do you go to this skipping school?
Get it there.
Well, actually, Pat Simmons delivers quite a
it there,
few
go.
clinics there for the
Switch.
CurlSask folks.
Wait,
and
it's really nice.
he's
Come
been
inside,
around a
boy.
little bit. He sort of knows what he's talking
Right to
about.
top
And
floor.
it's
Go,
one of
go,
his
go,
slides.
go,
Try to
Shelby.
keep one of the sides of the
Go,
sheet
hard,
open for your
Shelby.
last
Go,
one.
Shelby. Go, 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 go. Hard, Shelby.
Nice shot.
Great sweep. Good job. Good job.
I like the slash.
What do you like here?
I like the.
Sorry, I was just saying close to
You gotta be careful with that. Like you don't really want to run those in.
We just want to open it up.
That'll
be
go
no-
off. You
There'll
can't
be
do
no
that.
guards though.
What?
There'll be no guards.
Well, we'll just move over a little bit.
I like the running
Hey.
like across the face here.
Just flip it.
So I think they're playing the run here.
Yeah.
Three
Yeah.
quarters is closed.
I understand what Robin's thinking as well. It's getting to the point
Yeah.
where it's not looking like you're going to have a chance to blank. Do you really want to get forced? So maybe you try to hit and roll under and see if you can't score two if you're going to have to score anyway.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
Makes the
That's
run,
good. Get it out.
gets all three moving.
Great shot. Really good.
And gets all three moving and leaving Silvernagle shot behind the corner.
Yeah.
That's right, takes a lot of pressure off.
Sure does.
Robin right there.
It's a great shot.
No, I like this one.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta get it full floor.
Yeah.
Just let the girls know. Okay.
But actually, just referring to Pat Simmons, he's the CurlSask High Performance Director and does a lot of work with coaches and bringing coaches along and teaching the game. But
sit it right beside.
his very first presentation
But she
on
has a double,
skipping
right?
school class, and
Just a little bit more, Sarah.
it starts out, skipping is hard.
Yeah. It's really nice.
And then he moves to the next page, and it's really quite the understatement of the year. It's a difficult position to get proficient at.
Michelle Englot with her first stone here in the ninth inning. Still a chance. Come around. They've had a couple of shots coming around this guard already. They know the
Line's
line.
good. Full four. Should be
Well, that's
close
right.
there.
I mean, Michelle, 1 point either way this end,
Full
and
four.
sets her up nicely for the 10th.
Well, if you don't need to, don't go. Nope, don't touch it. No, don't touch it. Sit, sit. Okay, works. Works.
That's fine.
Slides a little deep, but it does stop in time to be shot rock.
Yeah, and totally buried.
Sorry, just a couple of feet deep. That's all right.
I really want to
Make it good.
It works. It's good.
We're not playing. Fight the four.
That's right, they don't want Michelle drawing into the back 4-foot tee line again, so try and keep this rock up in front of the tee line, ignoring that rock at the back right now.
So bite the four here, hey?
Right, 4 foot. Tolerance, I guess, is frozen, but
Yeah. Do you like that or do you like less? It looks good?
I think the ice is good. Do you like the ice? It's not curling quite as much, so.
I like it. I think it's pretty close.
Yeah, 14-3, so I think like a 14-8 should be real close.
Yeah.
Bite top 4.
Yeah, you bet. Let's make it.
Line's good.
Line's great.
Gotta go.
Line's
Let's
good.
go. Line's good.
Gotta go.
Boom. Hard, guys.
Line's good.
Hard, guys.
Boom.
I need 4 foot.
It's really close.
Line's real
Needs
good.
your curl, Carol.
Good. Again. Here, you're up.
Oh. Good. Nice shot.
Nice.
It's good.
Well, slides
Well,
just behind the tee line.
Yeah,
Opportunity for Michelle.
yeah, for sure.
I had you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those, you know, it's not like it was swept early and then slid to the back. They were still sweeping at the top 12 foot on that shot. So just a little bit of a sweeping mistake there gives Michelle an opportunity to set up a good steel position.
You got it, buddy.
Line's good. Should be close. Line's good.
Really close.
Well, sweeping for T. Yep. Line's good. Line's good. Just sweeping for here.
Close.
I got close. Shelby. Shelby. Yep. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Really nice.
Great throw, Michelle.
Michelle Englot putting that stone right on the corner, and now Robin Silvernagle, if she's going to pick up the single point, is going to have a piece of the button.
Yep.
Has a little bit of that yellow rock to work with if she needs it for a little bump to the button, but basically you have to just ignore that in your mind and consider it a cold draw to the button.
Something really similar.
Yep. Let's make it.
Make it.
Right on the button. 8.
Basically same weight she just threw, they just need to open up the line just a little bit.
Is there? Okay.
Okay, line's good. Add a bit. More
Watch
line
out,
here.
a bit. Easy, look.
More line. We're ready.
Easy.
Whoa.
Low
Okay,
line.
line's good. Line's good.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Come on.
Hard. Go, Jess. Go.
Hard.
Okay.
Well, it comes up just a little bit short, so it will be a steal of one, and we're going to be all tied up coming home.
Freedom is getting lost in the moment and then finding your way. It's the calories that don't count, the late nights, and the memories that last forever. Freedom is diving into life, heart first, hoping to make a splash. It's using your phone however you want, wherever you travel. Freedom is roam and relax US, Mexico, and Caribbean travel rates from SaskTel.
Totally my first time. I'm very excited. Don't worry, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna throw the rock, practice, and then we're gonna actually play a game.
Really? Awesome.
Not be better. Yeah. Could be better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
Well, all of the action here in this Saturday evening draw winding down. We've got 2 games left to complete the 10th and 2 finals. Let's quickly update the scores before we get underway here in the 10th.
Well, I'm going to change it around a little. I'm not going to update for sheet 1. There's 2 rocks left to come there. I will tell you a final score from sheet 3. Penny Barker had a nice hit for 2 points in a game that she basically controlled pretty much from start to finish. So Barker over Holland, 8-5. On sheet 1, we still have a couple rocks left to come. So So we'll let you
In
know
our
there.
feature game, the attempt at the long center guard
was a little too long.
Was a little too long, yeah.
Yeah, it's that tricky trying to do the high guard.
Oh, that's got to
Nicole
be.
Bender was just a few inches short of that
Yeah.
hog line, trying to make it perfect.
That's one of the hardest rocks to throw, those ones just over the hog line.
And it cost you money.
Well, it does in our league. And then you sometimes make up for it with your next.
Oh, I think she
Or not.
You said that and then just about had to take it back.
So here comes the tick.
So it was clearly far enough out that they didn't have to bring out the 6-foot measure, but that is the only time during an end that you can come out and measure if you're not sure if that rock is free guard zone or not. But you could see that little bit of white, so no doubt there. Looking at a Kevin O tick.
Go, Robin.
All right, Rob, go.
Good shot.
Nice shot.
Pushes that stone into the rings, but
Here we have. I was going to say, here we have the last rock coming down of Kelly Schaefer, looking to make this shot for 2 points to go to the extra.
She needs a draw full 4 foot, has a little bit of backing if she can come to side red one there.
And this is the way she came in with her first shot, although this one looks to be a little bit further out.
looks like she's still on the edge of the, now it's starting to curl.
I guess she could come to the red one as well.
She can bump it, yeah. Boy, that curled nice coming in, gets into
Yeah,
the
sure
full
did.
4 foot, picks up her deuce.
Extra end. And now we will see the peeling begin.
Well, this game has certainly kept the crowd on its seats. We've had a big turnout tonight. Can't see everybody that's here. Lots on the concourse, lots in the heart stop.
Sorry. That's good. I was expecting it to float a little more. That's all right. Yep.
Same thing. Not a lot of extension.
Okay. Similar.
2.5. 2.
Michelle Englot will continue to
1.5.
put guards up here for a while.
Spot.
Robin Silvernagle will keep peeling towards that yellow at the back of the 8 foot. If she could
Weight's
ever
the same.
clip it,
Little
that might mean that
deeper.
at least she's not facing 2 with her last one.
Good.
That might open up the possibility of playing a hit.
This is way different.
Sorry. Sorry, Shelby.
Just peel it.
Yeah.
How much space do you have? Just
How much space you got?
A rock and a half.
Okay.
I was just wondering, do you ever peel it the other way?
I don't mind this way. I just do it.
Okay.
Okay. You got it.
I know what Steph is thinking there.
Well, yeah, but you know,
But she
peeling
just
it
threw
this
it
way,
this way.
you just threw it. If you clip
Yeah.
the red, it's not the end of the world. And actually, if you clip the red, it might redirect onto that other yellow.
Yeah.
You could get a lot of rocks out of play here. It's close. Oh, just drives it by that one and underneath the yellow.
Actually, just
You heard Robin say
Centimeter
that she
either
was thinking
side.
about it. She was
Okay.
thinking if you could touch that red, you might get them all.
Just a centimeter either side of that shot, and 2 rocks are moving for sure.
Center line guard. Little more on the center than your shelves.
Okay. Yeah.
Think
Just a 2 or 3?
I think I don't know, not that deep. I think maybe 1.5, 2 max.
Okay.
Make the double peels harder.
2. Okay, just high. 2.5. Correct. 3. More. Just here. A little more than that. Good. Okay.
Perhaps a little deeper than what they wanted, but still a good shot.
And changes the position of that guard a little bit so that it changes these
Yeah.
attempted doubles a little bit.
I want to catch it over the top of there. Do that way.
Just clarify though.
Yeah.
Straight up. Let's make it.
Oh, good recovery there on that delivery.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa!
Makes the hit just over the top of that Yellowstone.
Same thing. Okay. Just a smidge higher. You got it, buddy.
We want it higher.
2 on its own.
Little.
Yeah, we're a little higher.
Okay, you're good.
Nice throw, Sarah.
Sarah Englot with the guard. See another peel attempt here, and
It's a hair thicker this time, I think.
It's a little thinner this time.
Robin
Not
lining it
thicker,
up
but
to go to
okay.
that back one again.
Sorry, you can give me the same ice.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Got it.
And again, the only reason that rock at the back matters at all is if it's still there when Michelle throws her last one, she can, even if she only buries a quarter of that stone for shot rock, you can't afford to roll out, so you maybe can't play the hit on it.
That's right. Those little kickers in the side so often come back to either haunt or help, depending on which side of the coin you are. But it's all, you know, even it looks pretty innocent there in the 12-foot, but it's quite painful actually sometimes.
But if it's not
comes
there,
into some-
Robin's got the 2-biters. She might be able to play just a hit and roll out on her last one. Doesn't even have to stay.
That's right.
Whereas if it's still there, she might be forced to play a draw.
So it does come into the decision making for these last couple of rocks.
Line's good.
Don't need 2. 3 on its own. Might be in.
How in?
Top 12.
A lot at
not
stake
a
here
lot.
for these two teams here as well. We talked about it early, haven't talked about it much since, but the winner goes straight through to the page 1-2 game on Monday night.
And the loser drops to the B semifinal. So you're 2 games away from that 1-2 page game.
Well, coming a little deep on that guard now, Robin with a chance to hit and roll over where she'd be shot rock, and again, that might bring that hit and roll out back into play.
10.5.
I don't know for sure. No, it looks like it's catching some blue.
Oh, okay. 10.5, get the roll behind.
Yeah. An overroll is better than a bonk.
Boy, even if that stops a foot shorter than it did, I don't think Robin can get shot rock off of it.
No, I was just asking.
It's a straight spot.
No, and being on the center line, it's in your sight line if you're drawing around that one for the win.
Easy. Whoa, Kara. Jess. Jessie, hard.
Hard, Jess.
Hard.
Keep on it.
Looking for some curl here, makes the hit. Once again, drives it by that yellow at the back 12-foot. That rock is just determined to stay there.
Yeah, it's had a little nuclear zone around it. It's being quite protected.
And the shooter rolls out of play, so Michelle a chance to try to come around that stone, biting the top of the 12-foot, but doesn't have to bury it completely. She just needs to bury, boy, you bury any piece.
I had like a little thumb glue.
And Robin probably has to draw.
All right. Close to the same weight? Yeah.
probably get half to 3/4 of your rock in the forefoot here. And if you would have asked Michelle Englot after the 7th end if she'd be happy forcing Robin to draw a full forefoot in the 10th, she'd have said, yeah, we'll take that right now.
Especially when Robin's got a couple of draws in the back of her mind. That draw in the 8th end that gave up the steal. The one that they lost the line there a little bit in the 9th end.
Line's good.
Takes a lot of work to remove those negative thoughts on your last shot.
Room. There it goes. Coming nicely. Right here. Room right now. Room.
Again, doesn't have to completely bury this stone, but she doesn't want to leave it so wide open that the hit becomes easy. Our line's going to be pretty good.
Good, Michelle. Really nice.
A slide a little deeper than she would have liked, but it does force Robin Silvernagle to play the draw.
So close. Yeah, a foot heavy.
But she took a little less ice. A good throw.
Well, as I said, this is for the spot in the 8. You know, the extra emotions that run through this. This is a big shot. It's fighting the butterflies as much as you're fighting anything else.
Really close. Yeah, it's a really good spot. We got this. Let's make it.
15-2, right on the button.
Yep.
Final stone here, this A event final. Winner goes to the Page playoffs Monday night. Loser drops to the B semi. Robin Silvernagle needing a bite of the forefoot.
Yeah, pretty hard sweep right out of her hand. Seems to be sliding nicely, but they're going to have to go really hard to get this in. Looks like they're okay.
Rushers were on it early. They bring it all the way.
What a great sweep, Judge.
It does
great
come
sweep.
to the top of the button. Picks up her single point and the victory here in this A event final. Robin Silvernagle will move on to the Page 1-2 game on Monday night. Michelle Englot, with her first loss of the competition after 3 wins, drops now to the B semi.
And she will play the winner of the game that's still going on out here on sheet 1. The winner of Ashley Howard and the Strifle team will move on to play Michelle tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Well, a strong effort and an especially strong game through the middle for the Silvernagle team. They did have a couple of blips towards the end. Allowed Michelle to get back into the game, but you know, we talked about Michelle would have been happy to know that she was forcing her to throw that. But if you tell Robin before the game, hey, you're going to be tied up with last rock coming home, you just need to catch a pint of the 4, she'd have taken that all day.
Absolutely.
And that's how you have to think when you throw that last one. Kim is with Robin now at ice level. Kim?
That was a pretty nice last shot.
I told you it was a long game. But thank you.
You called that early. I was just going to say that was very entertaining, but you probably didn't want it quite so entertaining.
Yeah, no, but hey, we'll take the W no matter how you get it. Playing close games, it's good for the nerves, and it's good to battle and, you know, be resilient.
I agree. Okay, now you got a little time. What are you going to do for the next day or two?
We'll probably sleep in tomorrow, and then I believe we'll have a practice. I don't know, but I'm not really sure. Maybe we'll check out the place in Melville. Yeah.
Are you happy to have the time off? Are you okay with that, or would you rather be playing?
Yeah, when it takes you into the 1-2 game, absolutely. It was one of our goals, and now that's a goal checked off, and we just keep going down the list.
All right, well, have a nice day tomorrow, and good luck.
Thank you.
And we'll turn our attention next door to the extra end to determine who she's going to be playing, or who Michelle will be playing in that B semi tomorrow. It is Ashley Howard with the Red Stones having last rock here in the extra end.
Kelly Schaefer's first stone here, looking to set up a guard.
She does have shot rock at the back of the 8-foot. So you play the guard there. You expect Ashley Howard to peel it, which is the call here. Where do you put the last one?
Just top 8, top 12, center line. Ashley's been making doubles all night. I think she's made about 6 of them.
Well, and that's what it boils down to. Do you want to let her play the double, or do you want to make her draw?
And she's made about 6 great draws to the forefoot and the button.
So you're saying you want her to fall down coming out of the hacks.
That would be my plan A.
Well, I don't like your odds there. I think you got to pick your poison and try to pick a shot you think she's going to have some trouble with. Maybe peel guard.
And that makes the next decision much simpler.
Now it's just which turn do you want to throw? You got to try to bury this at the top of the button. This has been a back and forth game. You look at the line score. It was Streifel getting a lead early in the game.
This is nice. We can see the time clock, and they are going to call their one timeout that you are permitted in the extra and.
Ashley Howard actually didn't have the lead in this game at all until the 9th end. She's got last rock here in the extra, but Kelly Schaefer, if she can make a good one here with her final stone, won't be leaving Ashley very much.
So Jolene Campbell's listed as coach. It's one of the few years we were saying earlier this week that we haven't seen Jolene herself curling in this event. But she's really focused on her mixed doubles. She's with newcomer to the province, Emily Blais. She's in from Quebec.
I think really the decision here is just
which
all
turn?
The decision was about which turn. You could get more of the button coming around from what Kelly Schaefer's in turn is a left-hander, but she just threw the guard with the out turn. So she knows this path. Going to play it again.
So say you never expect the miss, so to take those extra few seconds and regroup so that you've got the proper frame of mind for this shot is really key. So I was happy to see that timeout just so you can sort of get the sights all set up. Kelly yelling whoa for line, but
I'm hearing
sweepers.
Lots of room, and the sweepers have not gotten off this yet. They must think it's a little bit light. Wants to get some forefoot here. Got room by the guard.
Maybe just a couple inches heavy, but
maybe just a little bit deep. I gotta say, I'll almost be shocked if she doesn't call the timeout here. She does have lots of time.
If you call a minute a lot of time.
Well, I mean, I think you've only got the one shot. You've got the out-turn draw. You've got to nudge that stone a little bit. I think it's got the pin covered. Kelly Schaefer came just that little bit deep on that one to give her a slim chance, and it over curled, so she's actually out this side.
Dana Demers has sort of been talking to herself here for the last minute, saying she knew she overswept it those couple of inches, but still a difficult shot.
Ashley Howard Last stone here in the extra end needs to come down and
Starting to
nudge that stone.
made a big move.
The line's good. Does she have the weight to move it?
Yeah, I think she does. She's by. Oh, maybe not enough.
Makes the tap, gets her single point. She will pick up the extra end victory here over the Kristen Streifel team, and she moves on to the B semi tomorrow to face Michelle Englot, who was the loser in our feature game. Had an exciting night of action here on Saturday night from the Scotties. We thank everyone for joining us here on SaskTel Max. Quickly to recap the results tonight, the A final, our feature game. Robin Silvernagle with the 7-6 victory. She moves on to the Page playoff game. Michelle Englot drops to a B semifinal. And the 3B event games, it was Ashley Howard, as you just saw, winning in the extra end over Kristen Streifel. Penny Barker picks up the 8-5 victory over Amber Holland, and Sherry Anderson with a 9-1 win over Mandy Selzer. For those of you watching on CurlSask.ca, we will be back on the air at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and on SaskTel Max, we will have the game at 7:30 tomorrow night.
Good night.